Oh man, can y'all hear a bus? Let me see. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, I apologize. Me apologies, me amigos. And in English, sorry, dog. And in professional English, I apologize for being late. Yeah, man. Had to change up everything. I really screwed up. Um, you know, uh, got the wrong load of towel, and we were about to make a serious mistake that probably could have made caused the accident. And with a little digging, they would have found out somebody probably could have sued a bus. I accidentally ordered for the floor towel. I actually ordered towel that's supposed to go on a backsplash. So that towel right there is a little more slick and slippery. So you add water, you add soap, somebody can be washing and then end up ass up, face down, from the how slippery the towel gets. So the contractor calls me up and he said, "Hey, buddy, I don't think you can put this towel right here down there." What the fuck you mean you can't put that towel there? I just pay for that towel. And then this was a guy that didn't speak real good English. I couldn't understand him. I'm like, man, put the goddamn towel down. Because unlike Gil, I'm the boss. But then the guy that speak a little better Spanish called me up and he said, "Hey, Mr. Brown." I said, "What's up? What's up, mi amigo?" And he said, "God dang, that's a wall towel. If you put that on the floor, somebody fall. It could be lawsuit." I said, "Oh shit, I hear you understand you real good." I said, "So you telling me that that towel that I got to go on the floor of the shower is only supposed to be put on the wall? That is wall grade towel." Yes, yes, it says wall grade towel. Okay, I understand, me amigo. Thank you for calling me. Don't put that shit down, okay? No, no, no. Halt everything. my my ass was on the phone getting some goddamn new towel. I said, "Fuck this live. I gotta be late because I can't let me amigo leave." So I had to goddamn pay me amigo to go pick up the towel because that shit like an hour away. We can't get shit in Brunswick. So I had to pay them. Yeah, flag on the play for real. Thank God. So, but see, some God got my back, man. Shit like that happens, man. It's a part of speedballing and shit, and probably, marijuana. Anyway, but um, yeah, we got everything rectified. And now I had to pay like $300 for a pickup fee. So everybody working, everybody happy. Ain't nobody leaving the job. So we good. We good. We good. So sorry that I'm late, but shit, that's some landlord shit. Y'all can forgive a brother. I fuck up, players. Fuck up now. I fuck up. Yeah, shit. I almost put wall towel on the goddamn bathroom floor. It pretty ass towel though. It was pretty ass towel. Somebody will go bust their ass. Oh man, thank goodness, boy. Lawsuit. Ooh, ooh. They would have hit their head against the tub, all kind of shit. Yeah, we don't need that. So we getting the right type of towel. We getting the right floor towel. Yeah, speedballing. Hold on, Illinois. I said, "Oh no." I said, "They'll understand me being late on this one. They'll understand." Shit, man. It's always something though, boy. My life is funny as fuck. It's always goddamn something. And now I feel like a damn cripple. I did squats for the first time. Now my knees swollen in the motherfucker. He telling me to do what I could do. So I tried to do a little squats. I did the squats was okay. Then I did the little one-legged lunges. I don't think it like lunges yet. Cause shit, my shit swollen in the mud. I don't think it like lunges just yet. Oh, boy, I remember when I used to just bounce back from injury, boy. Good morning, KB. You going too hard? No, no, no. He told me to start trying what I could do. It's just now I know I can't do lunges yet. Shit, we got an appointment in a couple days, so I'll be able to give him that feedback. No lunges yet. I can do a little bit of squats. No lunges. Yeah, I'm listening. Hell yeah, I'm getting old. This shit terrible getting old. What the fuck is going on here, man? Shit, the fuck I'm supposed to be done bounce back already. Yeah, the fuck. I'm gonna have to take one of them goddamn Balco shots or something. How the hell I sign up for this? I'm for to take HGH, EPO. I don't play no goddamn basketball. I'm for the goddamn turn back into a goddamn liking. I'm for to take HGH, EPO, testosterone, man, and give it to me, man. KB, you need Meg the Stallion as your physical therapist? Nah, man, that's Clay Girl, man. Yeah, that's Clay Girl. See, you trying to start shit, Kyrie. You one of them little YNs trying to start shit. Hey, look here, man. And I don't need no pop quiz, so y'all gonna have to go without me. Shit. Once I found out, I already almost put wall towel on the floor. Shit, I already smoked my whole shit finding that other towel. So y'all go ahead and I'm gonna sit this one out. Yeah, I'm just on water right now. I'm gonna sit this one out. Fuck that. So I already, and those of you who need to study, y'all go ahead and study. I had already fucked up, so I was smoking mine while I was fixing the problem. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all go ahead and I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm straight. Yeah, yeah, boy. I was straight. I said, oh shit. Cause look, I had just told the other guy. Thank God the other guy didn't listen to my motherfucking ass. I just told him, put the towel down, boy. What the hell you doing? What the fuck is this motherfucker barely talking there, calling me? He was trying to warn my ass, telling him, man, just put the put the goddamn towel down. Kwame, you got that compound V? Hell yeah. Send me some of that compound V. Yeah, I told her first, man, just put the damn towel down. I want to hear it. I barely understand what the hell you saying. Put the goddamn towel down. But shit, that motherfucker that spoke better English made me understand. Hey, you gonna be fucked up, Mr. Brown. Put this shit down, you go with lawsuit, Mr. Brown. Oh shit. Lawsuit, huh? Do the breakfast giveaway. What the hell is stopping my chair from rolling? Is you rolling? Oh, this damn cord. Get out of the way. Yeah, man. You got that AD plus on the pop quiz. Hey man, I don't know what I got. I don't give a damn. I'm so man, let's see. I'm straight. No, that's a lawsuit, Mr. Brown. Yeah, he said that motherfucker used the word lawsuit. Oh shit, I understand this Hispanic brother. I understand you clear. The other motherfucker need to learn how to say lawsuit. Hey, I told him, I said, teach your homeboy how to say lawsuit. Shit, I understand that word goddamn clear as day. Now, what you talk about that lawsuit now? Yeah, teach him how to say lawsuit. Fuck, why I ain't understand none of that other shit. Yeah, man, but that's the type of morning I had, man. I say, damn, it's always an adventure, boy. I love this shit though. This shit funny. Hello, Mr. George. Mr. Brown, mess up. Hell yeah. Hey, that's kind of, yo, that's probably how it went. Hey, that's funny as hell. Oh shit. That's probably exactly how it went. Hello, Mr. Hello, Mr. George. Mr. Brown messing up. Messing up. Oh shit. Oh, that's funny, boy. Damn. I look, he need to teach the other one how to say lawsuit. Oh shit. Oh man. But I'm glad. I'm glad. I got the message loud and clear. Gil will hire a property manager. Gil would hire a property manager who knows what they're doing, would finish the project 3 years ago with no issue. Yeah, he probably would have paid goddamn 700,000 over the cost too. That's the cost of doing business and not knowing your own damn business. A contractor would love Gil. They would have took his dirt out of his yard, sold it back to him, told him, no, we need to level the yard out. Scoop goddamn 30 loads of dirt. Oh, dirt. Oh shit, we need to bring dirt in because he gonna add to the project. They'll sell his ass back the same 30 loads, take all his material, sell it back. Boy, they'd love Gil. You bet these goddamn contractors so slick, they can steal. You miss 2 days on the project, they can steal some shit. You gotta watch these motherfuckers like a hawk. I don't know what you talking about, boy. You lost your goddamn mind. You don't know. You talking about hiring somebody and hit them. Okay. Yeah, that shit sound good in theory. Your ass ain't doing no business. You just typing in a goddamn chat. Anybody doing business right now in 2025, you damn near better handcuff the contractor to your motherfucking arm. You ain't building a motherfucking thing. You ain't built nothing in the last 10 years if you talking about you go hire a contractor and then don't know what the fuck going on with no issue. With no issue, shut your stupid ass up. That's the motherfucker that ain't doing no business right there. You ain't doing a piece of business, nigga. Talking about, you shut up, boy. But yeah, man, that's the way my morning has been going, man. I know some of these nigga mornings they get up, dance in the mirror and shit. And one eye, oh, he probably dancing in the mirror some goddamn well. You know, doing stupid shit. This nigga, crazy as hell. Would you invest in your own weed strand? I was gonna do that, man, but my boy Mob made a strand for me already. That shit fire. I already got a strand, nigga. I'm running with the Mob. Mob Only Uncut made the first original Bust Life strand. We just don't know how to get it into stores, but Mob got a Bust Life strand that's fire. That shit is popping. That nigga Mob know how to make some shit, boy. That nigga has some shit that tastes like goddamn butterscotch. I made one of my best live on that goddamn butterscotch shit. Hey, Bob, I need some of that shit, nigga. I'm going back to the goddamn truck live on that butterscotch, nigga. That shit tastes like candy. Yeah. We said that swagger fire this morning. Yeah, man, but I'm up, man. I got to do the bike in a minute, you know. Excuse me. I need some more damn water. Let me go goddamn. I need one of them. Hey, Gil, send me one of them goddamn $200 holes you were talking about, man. I don't want to pay for them because that'll be illegal. But you pay them and send me one that can walk up down the stairs in a bunny outfit, bring me water and shit. I don't want no sex from them because that, you know what I'm saying? No. They probably been with you. But they could just walk up and down the stairs, bring me water and shit like that because I don't feel like going up and down the stairs. My knee hurt. Kwame been on that house for 5 years. Oh, okay. You been watching me for 5 years? Man, thank you, man. Hey, look, you might be runner up to Kwame Fanatic of the Year. We got GK And now we got NFM 0007. We don't know what the hell that means, but we know that he's been watching me for 5 years. So this is beautiful. We want to nominate you for the most best hater supporter in the world. So we love you. We want you to keep coming back. We need to keep our hater slash detractor relationship going. I want to support you in the same way that you're supporting me. The more you comment, you're helping me. And the more I acknowledge you, the more you're going to keep coming back. I love it. We need to keep a working relationship like this. I need you. 5 years strong. That is lovely. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, we leveling up together, me and you. Hater supporter. We gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta uplift our hater supporters. You know what I mean? Love it. Yeah, I love it, man. Hater supporters. Appreciate you. We got a new energy for my haters, man. We want to welcome all of them. If a hater, I want all my haters to state how long they've been here, right? And we want to make sure we nominate y'all, man. We want to get y'all, because I might give out gifts for the most diabolical hater. We're giving out most diabolical hater of the year award. And that's the hater that's always there to support, but think they hating. That's the one that's the first in the comments. You the first stand in the comments. I want to support my haters. That's been the first one. The real, you are nominated for most diabolical hater of the year award. What's that nigga? That nigga that hide behind his phone. Big face nigga that hide behind that little Motorola or whatever that little Nextel. What it look like? Look like one of them. What was those phones that you got them? Not the BlackBerry. Was it the BlackBerry? Like this motherfucker got a BlackBerry. What was that motherfucker name? Larry? That's hiding behind his phone. Larry, I think that's your name. Larry, you get the Diabolical Hater of the Year award. You should make a book called Bust Life Bible. Yeah, the real, yeah, that nigga, the real. We giving out Diabolical Hater of the Year awards, and how you win is based on how you support. You niggas been first in the comments for years. That nigga, the real. I can go look back throughout the years. First in the comments is that nigga, man. Number one fan, looking for my number one fan. I know it's somewhere in the chat. Let me see you waving your hands. Yeah, where y'all at, man? I can't see you. Yeah, where my number one fans now? Where y'all at? Where y'all at now? Come on with it. Put that genuine on you, bitch ass number one fan. Looking for my number one fan. Know you somewhere in the chat. Let me see you waving your hand. I want you bitch ass nigga to chat, nigga. GK, where you at? Hey, where you niggas at? Nigga, roll call. Diabolical hater, roll call. Nigga, stand up. Nigga, we want to salute you niggas. Over here, we praise our haters. Nigga, we gonna give y'all niggas some new energy. Maybe y'all will stop being some diabolical beeps. But yeah, man, we want to praise our haters. Nigga, what's up with it? Yeah, I can't see you. Nigga, Genuine broke that shit down. I'm looking for. Nigga got angry with that shit. I'm like, oh shit, that nigga for the fire him a fan, nigga. We doing a goddamn diabolical hater roll call, nigga. Where you at? Come on, nigga. Identify yourself. Oh man. Steely Dan about to pull up. Oh yeah, Steely Dan. We gonna hey, look here. Now you get honorable mention. You get side bitch energy, Paul. You get honorable mention, nigga. Cause you know you come sometimes talking shit. The real, he under every comment. That nigga don't take no breaks. Yeah, Steely Dan be getting sick and shit cause he old as hell. That plastic be letting too much air through it. You know, he got holes in that plastic. That nigga be getting pneumonia and shit. So yeah, that's some bitch be taking weeks and months off. So yeah, we can't get this nigga no. Yeah, he get honorable mention. He an old side bitch hater. Yeah, we can't get this nigga no real. We can't give you no real mention like that. Stilly hoe. Nah, you get side bitch mention. You know, honorable mention. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, you honorable mention. When it comes to the real nigga, you can go back. You can go back to one of my first second lives, and the real was up in that bitch hating. So yeah, man. It's all about the consistency. Where's GK at, man? Come on, dog. Don't let me down, man. All right, I tell you what. I'm gonna stop shouting you niggas out if y'all slow down the hate now. I ain't mentioning you niggas to slow down the hate now. Now, if I need to cuss one of you some bitches out to get you to keep hating, let me know now. And I want you niggas to tell your cousins about me too. KB woke up with that little John energy. No, I want you to tell you, I need some new haters, man. I want haters with jobs and shit and resumes and kids and diplomas and degrees. I don't want none of these motherfucking haters that these niggas with low credit scores and shit like that. We don't need them kind of haters. Mm-mm. No, we don't need no hater that not like that. The real every time I say something on your channel, he comes out and start hating and says stuff that gets him emotional. I'm trying to tell you, boy, the real keep the algorithm on my channel popping, man. It don't matter where I go that he coming. You know what I'm saying? Diabolical haters, where you at, nigga? Yeah, tell a friend. Tell a friend about me. I want you to tell a friend, and because your friends a group. Most of y'all say the same thing, walk the same way, share the same hole, niggas. So, tell your friend, make sure. Make the group don't like me. Kwame hit that Melly. Yeah. Nah, that nigga gonna crash out about Melly. Melly. Man, that boy that's so confused. This nigga tell me, talking about, I'm finna go backwards. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I say, bitch, that's what I told him you was gonna do. You was a coward. You gonna run from the fact that your teammate and your coach. Look at Carcino, nigga, he put the smack down on Gil. Hey, it's how ironic that your teammate and your coach and your teammate, one of the captains of your team, come up on my page and interview last night. Shout out to Eton Thomas. Interview last night about your character, bro. Interview last night about your despicable behavior. And guess what you're gonna do? Go back to the beginning so you can spin a narrative. But you, Agent Zero, the agent of chaos, the nigga that tell his coach that fuck you, you can't find me, bitch. The so-called leader, the leader of the generation of degenerate point guards that just don't want to play defense and play one end of the court. The sorry loser mentality. I don't know why you like Kobe, because you're nothing like him. Because Kobe never thought that he could put donuts and cupcakes and shit on other people's tab. You loser. Hey, this nigga NBA dumb boy for real. I told you, you was the original NBA dumb boy. You try to copy what I say, nigga, against me, and you're about to say in an interview proving that you're NBA dumb boy. Nigga, you are the dumbest. If somebody had the nerve to say that you were smart, man, listen, boy. I know why they keep rushing to do a deal with you every time. This boy here was the NBA dumb boy number one. This stupid idiot was about to sign a contract based on cars, liabilities. He said Golden State was going to give him a certain amount of $1 million on the back end, like 79 million and a bunch of cars. And he said, I didn't hear nothing else. As soon as they said they were going to give me these cars, all of them he got to insure, all of them he got to pay taxes on. So he's collecting liabilities from a team that they probably could get for free or as business expenses or write-offs. This dummy actually thinking that he's getting something special. Oh man, the cars. If it wasn't for his agent to tell him, hey, dummy, you're not looking at these numbers. You're not seeing that that's stupid. The only thing you're thinking about is stunting on your teammates. Oh my goodness. And what he said in this interview is exactly what I said about him. I just didn't see this interview before. But you guys said I was hating on this guy. But every fucking thing I said about him, he's going to admit to in this interview. I said, this stupid son bitch only want what other people got. He only want cars that he see other people drive. Anything he wants, from a girl to a shoe to anything, is going to be like somebody else's. He has to say and do everything that somebody else is doing. Is your audio the only one glitching? Is my audio glitching? Is the audio glitching? Okay. All right, cool. Just saying, check your connection. But yeah, he's a guy that has no imagination, just like the Italian job, I'm telling you. But the fact that this guy tries to bring up this persona, his only defense to anything is said is that you said I messed up your contract. You said that I did this and you lied. And it's like you always going back and forth to a conversation that these people don't know about because you want to hide from the fact that no one is giving a character assassination of you. I just want people to see, could they believe that you would do something like that based on the type of games that you run? Why can't we talk about you in your full scope of how people really could see who you are as a person, to see if you would do something like that, if you would listen to your agent and maybe not want to pass a guy the ball? Because remember, we argued about the ball a lot after that. And previous, when I was going to go to your agent, or you thought I was going to go to your agent, you never had a problem with passing me the ball. Matter of fact, you was making sure I got the ball. So it kind of felt like a get down or lay down situation that you and your agent was running. It was kind of like, nigga, yeah, we can help you. And if you don't take it, then we're going to hurt you. And you want to hide from the truth, Gil. So I took myself out of the equation. I reviewed a video that two gentlemen, actually three, said the same thing that I said about you and your character. That you're a type of guy that think you can do anything that you want to do. You're the type of guy that thinks that you're a habitual line stepper. That's what your coach said. That's what your coach said. So, with people being able to hear about your character from your coaches, from your teammates, one could formulate an opinion on who do they believe. And there's flight logs, but one could believe that maybe Gilbert Arenas is capable of doing something like that. Maybe Dan Fagan is capable of facilitating uh, something like that through Gilbert Arenas, who is the star of the team, who can do whatever he wants, and a coach can't even find him. And even in the interview, he said I could have went to the Clippers or I can go to the Wizards and get the city. So he wasn't looking to just be the next basketball player. He's looking to be he's looking to be the city. He's looking to be the city. KB, you broke the internet last night when you said Gil texts you that waitresses at the illegal poker party was offered 200 a blowjob. Well, that's allegedly is him. That's what he represented it as is him, but he put it on vanish mode. But this boy is so stupid. I can still produce a text about a $200 blowjob. Now, whether it's Gilbert Arenas or not, he's probably going to say it's not him. But whether it's him or not, that's on him. But it's represented like it's him. So it's allegedly. I think I snapped. You know, but only he knows if he ever texts out or texts about girls at poker games giving $200 and stuff like that to take care of clients. Only he know if he did that, if it was him. But I just don't think vanishing mode and things like that are going to save you from doing stupid shit. But when you tell him things like that, he'll just say something stupid like, I'm having sex with a judge. And so it's kind of hard to be serious with a guy that never thinks that water is cold and hell is hot. Like it's like you're talking to a kid all the time. So what do you say to somebody like that? You say what? KB, also you so right, and people coming and back your words with why do these losers hate on you? I don't know. I don't know. Kwame been jealous of the Gil since he signed for the Warriors. Okay. Okay. If that's what you think. But the boy is just, I don't know. I don't understand no person like this. It just don't make no sense. But again, people can call it hate, people can call it beef, but this guy got a history of like Eton, like his coach said, being a habitual line stepper, meaning he wants to show people that he could do whatever he wants. Eton Thomas told the story of Ernie Grunfeld um, watching them walk into practice, and Ernie Grunfeld was about to find them, but Gilbert Arenas was standing off by himself, and Eton had to look at his teammate doing something that he couldn't do while he had to go into practice. And Gilbert seems to think that's a team. Yeah, he seems to think that's a team. Kwame is common sense. They blackballed you because you didn't want to get down with the program. Silly Gil, been the agent of chaos since his Arizona days. Yeah, it's 2 times I noticed, 2 or 3 times I was approached with a situation that seemed like it was a situation that I had to accept. And every time I didn't accept it. And so when they say things like I get in my own way, I say you goddamn right. Because that's me still being an individual man. And no matter how you slice it or how you dice it, you can't tell no other man how to walk this thing. And these backdoor deals and these secret little rules that you have to abide by to be looked at as famous and in a favorable manner, I'm just not willing to do that or accept that. I'm not willing to pretend that I like somebody if I don't like them. I'm not willing to smile at somebody if I don't want to smile at them. I'm not going to play their little bookie games. And yeah, I just no. And a lot of the more you go up, I noticed the more you go up, this ladder of being famous, the closer you are at touching the sun. And that touching the sun is usually come with you doing something that's against your moral compass. And a lot of these guys that's touching the sun, that shine bright like a diamond in front of all y'all, they do a lot of shit that's against what I feel is anybody moral compass. And in order for a lot of these people to win and look like they winning, a lot of other people got to lose. And I just think that shit is corny. And as you can see, these guys sound way different than I sound. They sound way different than I sound. Well, we're gonna go over Sino's video. He said to go along, get along gang. Oh man, that's all these niggas do. Why you think they always end up with the same girl? These niggas be backstabbing each other, getting each other back with their girls or the exes, all this shit. It's a cycle of stupidity. That's why as soon as one of them get in trouble, do y'all ever see them band together as real friends, or do you see them separate themselves and distance themselves? What did LeBron do the first sign that Drake wasn't the Drake that he became a fan of? LeBron bounced. LeBron seemed to only be with a winner. LeBron, like me during the football season, I don't got no team. Whoever winning is my team. So I kind of understand LeBron, but he kind of did Drake like that. They separate, they distance. Soon as you're not as popular, you're bad for their brand. They only around you because you're number one, your status. It's a bunch of fake ass people that act like they're your friend when they're only there because you are at a certain position. Soon as you're not a good look, as they say, then you're not good for the brand. Soon as you go through some sort of adversity, soon as you make a mistake, guess what? You're not a good look for the brand. They're not gonna fight through it with you. They're not gonna help you and pick you up when you're down. They're gonna brand your ass out because they manufactured now. These are computer generated people. So when people ask me why you don't have a lot of celebrity friends, the fuck I look like somebody gonna abandon me at my time of need. What the fuck I need a celebrity friend for? I don't want no nigga that's a celebrity around me. I want a nigga around me that'll still punch somebody in the face. Yeah, that's important. Motherfucker might jump me. Celebrity gonna run. Y'all done took the bite out of most of these celebrities. They so scared of getting sued. They not men no more. They done built the whole society around suing celebrities. Make a motherfucking celebrity scared to say fuck you. Oh my God. All day. I can't go to work. I'm mentally depressed. The celebrity said fuck me. I can't even breathe no more. I've been taking breathe therapy. I've been taking speech therapy. I've been trying to learn how to walk. Cause LeBron King James said fuck me. So y'all done got these big grown niggas to sit up here and try to pretend and act like they so perfect. And so the behind the scenes, they become better sneaks and devils. Because that's all you make a motherfucker when they have to hide who they really are. You make them a better sneak, a better devil. Yeah, they learn how to walk again. Yeah, they gotta learn how to walk again. If a big enough celebrity argue with them, some people can't fight a lick. But if they see Drake get out the car, Drake could be taking goddamn karate, Taibo. Drake could be a jujitsu expert. But if Drake get in the fender building and he get a little aggressive, nigga, every nigga gonna turn up on Drake. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I'll slap the shit out. Because if Drake win, he lose. Even if he win, he lose. Nigga gonna have Drake down there. Oh shit. Be a grown big ass nigga with tattoos on his face. Oh shit. Mr. Arbery beat the hell out of me. Yes, I just can't breathe. I can't breathe the same. My kids don't even look at me the same. Your kids never looked at you the same. Motherfucking ass ain't never been there. But boy, there all the kids will be there. They gonna get that bag from Drake. It don't matter when you score 60 if you turn the ball over 15 times. How that knee feeling? I can't do no more lunges. I gotta wait a week probably. Like how the cameraman finessed Dennis Rodman out of 100K. Yeah, that cameraman kept sticking his leg out, sticking his leg out. Dennis Rodman react and returned the favor one goddamn time. 100,000. That's the most expensive kick in the goddamn world. But what is Dennis Rodman supposed to do? This cameraman, you can see this joker visibly sticking his leg out. And then they wait to Dennis Rodman. That's why they say the NBA cares. I'd be like, the NBA don't give a fuck. Dennis Rodman is visibly upset, showing y'all what this guy is doing. After Dennis Rodman kicked the hell out the dude, then they make a rope or a line that you cannot cross as the media, and then you out of bounds. You got to wait till some tragedy happens before you fix the problem that we can clearly see. KB a whole chump hating. Okay, hey, look, brother, you got to be more consistent with that, okay? You got to be more consistent. You got to be, oh, I like your demeanor. That's what's up. You got the middle finger up. That's what I'm talking about. If it's fuck me, then you know it's fuck you. But anyway, that's okay. But you got to be more consistent to win the most diabolical hater supporter of the year, bro. So as long as you can be more consistent and be here every day, all the time, and be the first one to text, you could be nominated because we going by who texts first. All right. All right. We doing a goddamn roll call. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, keep it up. Keep this shit up. I'm talking about, man. Please keep it up. We back, baby. We back like we never left on 2.0, baby. Salute to 2.0. Salute to YouTube. Salute to the supporters. And god dang it, salute to you haters, man. Y'all gonna be here, boy. Y'all gonna be here, boy. I'm talking about, man. Order love, y'all, because that chicken just keep on flowing. Yeah, order love, y'all, too. My dog, nigga, roof, roof from order, nigga. Yeah, nigga. That's a roof, roof from order, nigga. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Another one, like DJ Vlad. Shit, KB, I can see they hate in your eyes. They got to be more original. Find some new hate material. Yeah, man, that shit, yeah, it is getting redundant, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It is getting redundant. Y'all do gotta step your hating game up. Don't be lying to hate. This dumbass nigga talking about, hey, Kwame went to jail for slapping a cake on the dude's head. Shut your lie. How did boy? You can tell this nigga's a chatty patty gossiping dude. What kind of dude? I want to say B. Just know every time I'm saying dude, that means B. You know, I'm not gonna be vulgar like him. But what kind of dude that mean B? Uh, sit up here and keep gossiping about stuff he wasn't around for. You dude, you a stupid dude. That don't even make no goddamn sense, dude. See, this is why I'm funny than you, Gil. I could change it up and still be funny because dude mean big. What kind of mother trucking dude are you? Stanky dude. You and see, back where I'm from, we'll call you a stanky dude. That means we call you a stanky dude, nigga, and make you do something. You stanky, weak dude. I almost call you the real word just damn boy. You weak dude. Yeah, nigga. What's my favorite word? Dude. Why you gotta say it like short? What them got dang on YouTube guidelines? Them goddamn YouTube guidelines. You stanky dude. You lame dude. I'm trying to tell you, boy, you just a lame dude. I can't understand nobody like this, man. I really can't. He talking about chill, man. I'm trying to work. Gil put a blicky on you, then what? That's what you. He'll be a dumb dude. You want me to answer that question? Gil put a blicky on you, then what? He'll be a dumb dude. He'll miss this dumb dude would miss some summers with his son, or worse, this dumb dude would go to jail. This dumb dude could go to hell fucking with me, depending on where he think he's safe at. Talk about pulling out a blick. Shit. Okay, pull out a blick. That would be a dumb dude move. Cause I walk around with that goddamn Grady Judd energy. I don't think I'm Big Meech. I think I'm Grady Judd. Hallelujah. Huh? Yeah, graveyard. Nigga ain't playing out here. It's 2025. People trying to go home. Ain't nobody playing with no nigga that's playing. Stop playing. Dumb dude. See, he got all the gamers and shit. See, this a nigga right here think it's gonna be a respawn after you pull out a blicky. See what I'm saying? He think it's gonna be a respawn or a second chance. 1-800, no second chances. Nah, that would be dumb, dude. Your haters are more like fans with hurt feelings. Hey, look, I'ma just tell you now. He pull out a blicky on me. I'ma just sue him. I know he ain't gonna use it. He never do. He just lay it on locker rooms. He just show out with it. So if he pull it out on me, I'm just gonna fall out scared. I'm a goddamn sue the pants off of him and whoever he worked with, his sponsors and everybody who sponsored him. Because you know he liked them guns. He already had a gun incident. I would just sue the pants off his ass. I would own the arena. I would put him out his basement. Yeah, that would be traumatized. I wouldn't be able to come on live, and then he'll have to pay me for what I go live. And I'll just be sitting back somewhere on an island chilling, making this nigga pay for me to live. Yeah. Yeah. Come to think of it, the gun he gonna bring, he gonna have the wrong magazine in it and shit. So yeah, that nigga ain't got nothing but a goddamn poser. A 106, what is it? Malibu most wanted ass nigga. The Valley most wanted, gun don't work, having ass nigga. Bring it to the locker room, unloaded ass nigga. Yeah, nigga, I pulled out a bleak ass nigga. But it ain't even have no magazine in it ass nigga. Yeah, so we know he's just gonna be doing it for show. So I'm gonna act like he really scared me. I'm gonna fall the fuck out. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna throw my gun up under the seat, act like I ain't got one, and I'm gonna put an old Georgia goddamn pivot on his dumb ass. I'm gonna fall out, call the cops, call the police, scared, call the detective, cry, goddamn call a lawyer, piss on myself. I'm gonna try to donkey. I'm gonna take it all the way there. I'm gonna act like I got mental trauma. I'm gonna let them laugh all the way. I'm gonna laugh to the bank on this stupid ass. I'm gonna goddamn shit myself at Grady. I'm gonna goddamn say the nigga almost scared my appendix off, and then I'm gonna sue the motherfucking shit out of him. I'm gonna show that nigga. I'm gonna show him white boy tactics. I'll show him what'll happen if he ever did that shit to a white boy. So I'll sue his ass. Yeah, I shit on myself and all, nigga. My son will be sitting great, nigga. Mm-hmm. I'll put your first line of business. This nigga don't own his 50% of Gilbert Arenas no more. I would take over 50% stake of Gil's Arena and keep running Gil Arena with Skip Bayless. I would probably take a seat on the couch and say, change that name to goddamn Kwame Arena. And I say, I run this bitch. Shit like that. If he ever get violent or physical with me, I would shoot the shit out of his ass. I wouldn't even hit him. It's just white boy tie. I done learned. I'm old now. Ain't no nigga with no money better not ever look at hitting me. I'm gonna play the white boy game on them. The same reason that they don't touch white boys, I'll make sure they know why not to touch me. if it's your friends, do it too. I'm still gonna sue you. Yeah, I'm played all the way the white boy game. Y'all talking about I can fight good. I can't fight good. I'm a sue good. I ain't fighting shit. Y'all nigga trying to make me have to fight somebody. What the fuck I look like, nigga? I'm too player for this shit, nigga. I wish I would be at somewhere one of you bitch ass nigga try to fight me. I wish I would. Nigga, I'm gonna sue the shit out you, nigga. You better not have no connection to give. Yeah. Yeah, we playing the white boy game, nigga. I'm gonna see you again with them suits on. And don't make me be around some white folks that's gonna say you did it first, cause then I'm gonna defend myself real good. But I'm gonna still sue you. I'm gonna sue the goddamn pants off you. Yeah. Y'all don't hit them white boys for a reason, because you're gonna go to jail and you're gonna get sued. And you know, I like to compete with white boys. So if you ever think about hitting me, you're gonna go to jail and you're gonna get sued. Yeah, white boy games at play. Nigga, shit, I'm gonna make sure you niggas don't touch me. Fuck you, fuck you think this is. I compete with white boys, and you didn't put your motherfucking hands on me and you got money, you sitting on the couch with your leg crossed. I just seen you ran from a snake, nigga, like a little girl. You jump all around. Bitch, them ain't even the type of snakes that bite. This nigga, he slid over the couch. Bitch couldn't even jump high no more. I thought you could dunk. I thought you could dunk, Gil. You fall all over the couch and shit. You jump over the couch over a little bullshit ass snake running and hiding and shit. Come on now, Melly. You starting to see it, Melly? You starting to see it yet? No, you ain't see it yet, Melly. Okay. You'll see it in a minute, Melly. You'll see it in a minute. Don't ever think you gonna get Wile E. Coyote with me because I'm black, nigga. You gonna respect me like you respect them white boys. I'm gonna push that pen on your ass, nigga. I'm gonna push that P. Hey, look, the rappers say push a P. I mean it for something different. I'm gonna push that pen, nigga. You motherfucking rich ass nigga think you a thug. Shorty wanna be. Someday you gonna be. Shorty wanna be a thug. You wanna be a thug? Okay. You know, being a thug costs. You know, being tough costs. Yeah, as long as you're willing to pay the cost, nigga, be tough. Mm-hmm. Go on, be tough, nigga. With your tough ass. Melly is playing a long game. She see it. Nigga running from everything. She come from Jamaica, where men chop down shit. Men over there chop down motherfucking trees with motherfucking machetes. And this bitch probably wouldn't even know what to do with a goddamn machete. But Gil, I'm holding that trump card, boy. Hey, look. When I say this boy done fell all the way in that quicksand, I say the boy done fell all the way in that quicksand. And I love this shit, Gil. You need to stop. If you don't stop, this is a warning. And this ain't about to eat your food part. That's why I didn't say that part. But I'm telling you, Gil, the shit that I know about you now, boy. Hey, Gil. Oh, man, you the lamest nigga in the world, too, boy. Hey, yo, I knew you was lame, but dog, you the lamest. When I finish painting the story that is your real soft ass life, because this your real life with the money and all. Because you like to talk about money, but Gil, your real soft ass life with the money and all, nigga, you like a fucking weirdo. And you know you a weirdo. And now I can prove that you a weirdo. And yeah, if you don't stop, this is a warning. Boy, you a reckless weirdo too, boy. Oh, but dog, hey, listen, you lame as fuck, man. Hey, from the bottom of my heart, man. Please, hey, listen, Gil. Hey, listen, man. End this shit right now, man. I would extort your bitch ass, but I'm not like that. If I was a street nigga, I'd say, hey, nigga, send me some money, nigga. Send me some money right now. And you'll have to do it. But I'm not gonna do you like that. I really want you to stop. But I just know you're not gonna stop. I know you stupid. I know you gotta win. Everything is a game to you. You're like a kid. But so I'm just waiting. I'm just sitting back. I'm just gonna this that ether, the shit that make you burn slow. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be flagging me and shit soon. Once you play with me the wrong way, I'm gonna make you understand that this done went to a different level and that I know the real you and I can prove certain things. And I'm gonna just give you a little teaser of it. And then I think you go, no, that ain't gonna make you stop either. That ain't gonna make you stop. Yeah. That ain't gonna make you stop. But I think you're gonna lose your mind in a minute. Yeah. I think you finna lose your mind in a minute. I think I'm gonna make you crash out. I think I think I'm gonna make you crash. Cause see, listening to you and all your stories about me, you done let me know that you still emotional. You honestly stole from me. But see, now I know you one of them weirdo narcissistic types. You one of them niggas that'll do something to somebody, and because somebody I said it publicly, you'll want a nigga to apologize to you because of your image. You got an image and an ego issue. So you can't stop this shit. So you talked real emotional when you talked about me and you lied. So now that I know you a lie and you'll be so emotional, I think I'm gonna make you crash out. I think I know what make you tick too. Hey, you be watching all my shows too. Hey Gil, what's up with it? You little bitch. Oh, how are you? Good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, what about you? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, it's dude. He's a dude, KB. Yeah, this nigga's a dude. This guy is all he's gonna do is try to do a little bit of trickery, try to take your mind off of two of his teammates and his coach speaking about his behavior in a way that was destructive to an entire team, that got in the way of professionalism and the way that a team is supposed to work. And he still wants to call it a team. Don't want to atone for anything he's ever done, like a little ass baby bop. So yeah, Gil, I think you should stop, but I don't think you will. I don't think you will. And I'm a nice guy, Gil. You know I'm nice. You know I don't be wanting to do this shit. But I can't help it, boy. I'm a Pisces. And see, a lot of people get Pisces misconstrued. Because we really don't be wanting to do that shit. We really don't. We really don't want nobody to come for us. But once you come, we get, how y'all say, we emotional. Hard to get a Pisces to stop. We get emotional, boy. We don't understand why you did it, boy. We don't understand why you did that shit, boy. And we got to get understanding why the fuck did you come fuck with me? I think you let my nice demeanor fool you. Yeah, that's what I think. Did I really tell a coach I'm not playing in the playoff? I asked him, is Gilbert still there? Yeah, is Gilbert still there? Yeah, then I'm good. You forgot about what I asked the coach. Why is you letting this nigga tear up motherfucking fine slips in front of us? Why is you letting him miss practice and do what the fuck he want to do? Why is you letting this nigga lay in the screens and we got to change up our entire defense and I got to work twice as hard? Did you hear what Eton Thomas said? We have to take our body off of some of the best rebounders in the fucking game to go stand on the other side so that when Gilbert Arenas get blown by, there's a big there to make him look like he's actually playing fucking defense. So then when the guy just throws a shot up and you try to go box him out, now you got Tim Duncan underneath the goddamn rim. And they get an offensive rebound and the crowd goes, oh, it makes it look like the big man is not doing his job. All because this piece of shit only want to play one end of the court. So excuse me if I didn't find that favorable for somebody that I want to fucking play with. Somebody who want to brag about being the leader of the team and supposedly get all the money, only want to shoot the goddamn ball, don't want to do the grunt work on the other end of the court? Hell no. This motherfucker laid into every screen he ever got. Big old 6'3" punk. Just get hit by a screen. Like, yo, man, fight over that shit. But no, everything was about him scoring. Everything was about him scoring. Everything is around covering up for a guy that just want to play one end of the court. And then we have a media that tell lies about how good these people are when they're doing a disservice to organizations, doing a disservice to the league by pampering these glorified losers that have a mentality to only play one end of the court. That is the weakest, most bummest mentality I've ever seen. And the NBA perpetuates this. And you heard Eton say it. On every team, the superstar is like that. That's just the way it is. And I heard that so many times that it turned my stomach. And I said, this is disgusting that you're selling a product that you're faking to the people. This is a script. This is the way it is. A guy sit around and watch his teammates work hard while he sit there and shoot the ball 25 times in a game because a player is going to get his average. It's a script. You can put anybody in that role in the league and give them 25 shots, and they're going to average a significant amount of points. Every player in the league is going to get comfortable enough with 28 shots allotted for them to average a pretty good, decent amount of points. So that's when I learned this shit is a script. It's just all about who they favor. They don't exploit matchups anymore. It's the same type of basketball. The guy that gets allotted the superstar tag can do no wrong. He can shoot any shot he wants. That's why it's not a lot of teams competing for championships. They get guys, once they get paid, once they reach superstar status, the coach can't tell them a damn thing because the coach don't make more than the player. You heard Gilbert Arenas say that. So now you got to give coaches in the league. These guys are making 30 and 40 and $50 million. So you telling me you got to pay a coach $60 million to be able to coach in the NBA with this dumb brain that this boy is thinking with? This is what Adam Silver has turned the NBA to. A bunch of arrogant lunatics that forgot that they're just entertainers. They're talking as if based on the amount of money that they make, that you get to lessen the responsibility and the role that the game is giving you, which is to stay true to the game. And he's up here embarrassing himself every day by trying to make a joke on Kwame Brown, but he's actually exposing all the questions the media has been answering on why the league today sucks. Why I would never respect somebody saying that this today's product is better than the old product is because they have implemented every strategy they could, freedom of movement, these pick and roll coverage that is so lax to where guards can just do whatever they want. This is not a better offensive league. This is rule changes that make for better offensive capabilities because they wanted European players in the league, and those guys could not play when American players like Tony Allen, who maybe don't average 40 points a game, but if you put one of those overseas guys in a game, guess what Tony Allen can do? Take their ass in the post and mash them and say who that baby is on this court. So they never got a chance to play. So you change the rules up, you take all the posting up out of the way, you kind of dissuade the game to make it more about jump shots, and that's maybe more fitting for a Euro style of basketball. And now what is the NBA doing? They're making certain players go play European ball. You're going to be able to now have a player on your team in America be able to go to Europe for a year. So the NBA has been complicit with destroying the NBA's basketball. They're not trying to put out a better product. They're trying to put out a more marketable product. And it's marketable to have threes. It's marketable to have long dunks. It's marketable to make guys play soft for longevity. It's marketable. LeBron James, if he had to deal with going over picks and being trapped by pick and roll for the last 10 years, he'd have been out of the league by now. They don't want those guys being trapped on the pick and roll because Stephen Curry would have to get the ball out of his hand, which leads to slower paced games. Eton Thomas came up here and said they emphasize free flowing. What do you mean free flowing? If you want the game to free flow, that's why I'm pulling my hair out every time I go over a game and I'm watching big men drop and plug and stand way back in the paint. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be stopping the ball at the point of attack. But if the NBA is incentivizing free flowing, then they probably are telling teams that, hey, and I don't know this to be true, but they're probably telling teams that, hey, don't trap the basketball. Don't show on the pick and roll. So that way Stephen Curry and all these guys can dribble, and they can get their three-point ability off. If I was on the court, Stephen Curry ain't going to get that three-point off because I'm chasing his ass like a rabid dog until he give up the ball. As long as you go over this pick, he might split me every now and again, but more often than not, he's going to give up that basketball because I'm on his ass. Pause. And that's what they don't want. They want the point guard would have to advance the ball to somebody else. By the time Stephen Curry get the ball back, they're late in the shot clock. So that's why they don't want people talking about basketball. That's why they don't want me talking about basketball, because I can break this shit down just like you need to hear it, because this shit is not better. They keep having these same pundits get up here and tell you, look at the numbers, look at the numbers. Look at the rule changes. Look at the rule changes. Look at freedom of movement. What the fuck do you mean? Look at free flowing. How are you putting in and incentivizing the game to be free flowing? That's like a script. You can't tell what the game is going to do. I can walk this bitch up every play if I want to. If I feel like I want to pick that scab, a true point guard is supposed to say, no. You go over here. You go into the post. You bust his little ass. No. You got a matchup problem. Coach, sit down. Whatever the game plan was, you sit down over there. We got somebody scab we finna pick. We got a little boy over here from Cross Seas. Yeah. We got a little boy over here from Cross Seas, weigh 127 pounds, but he got a nice jump shot though. But we finna see what he could do in this post. Yeah. They might got Luka Doncic, but we finna make sure his arm can work in this post. They soften the league up. You see Luka Doncic cry every fucking play he's touched. Yeah, Luka Doncic might can score well, but Luka Doncic will sit out if his finger hurt. Do you think Luka Doncic can deal with somebody that's going to post his ass up every play? I know how to nullify a fucking Luka Doncic. I'll put Corliss Williams on him, and I'll say, Corliss Williams, take his ass to the post every play. This is how we're going to get rid of this offense. I want you to mash this son bitch every play. And Luka Doncic would have never seen how talented he was because his ass would be going over there to sit by the coach. Because that's how basketball is played. But what they've done is they sent scouts overseas and they've seen some amazing abilities and some shooting abilities. And what they've done is they've taken the bite and they've taken the dog out of the game. And they made it free flowing. They made it more civil. They made it to where everybody can play. It's all inclusive. As long as you can shoot threes, as long as you don't want to hit anybody in the paint, fuck out of here. Y'all talk about these players like they have no holes, like they're just so great. I can see a mismatch a mile away. Luka Doncic can't guard anybody off the dribble, and he's soft as tissue paper in the post. I would put somebody big on him because he's going to score anyway. But what I'm going to do is we're going to mash him every play, which is like body blows in a boxing match. He's going to get tired, or he's going to foul out, or your defense is going to be so weak because you're going to double every single play. You're going to have to double team the guy that I put on you every single play. And we're not going to double team nobody. See, that used to be how the league was coached. Now the league is coached by, I think, a machine. That's what it looks like to me. I'm like, why are they not? I'm just sitting here looking at the basketball games. Why are they not doing this? Do they not see who's out there on the floor? What the hell is going on? Do they not see what's going on? How do you have all these little ass point guards and don't nobody post them up no more? Did they just write into coaches and say, hey, look, if you got a 6'3" guard, do not post them against Stephen Curry every play. We don't want to see that. We want to see free flowing. Like, how? I could not in good conscience have a guy who is tall as Sean Livingston on my team, and I'm not posting him every play against Steph Curry. I can't. Matter of fact, I would sub the starting point guard out just to put a bigger guard onto Steph so that he have to guard in the post. That would be my game plan. My game plan would be the only way to stop Steph is to make him play defense. And he's going to have to wrestle down in this post almost every play. We're going to drop. I want my point guard to be a bigger guard so he can do the Gary Payton effect where he dribbles up the sideline. And at any given moment, he can start a back down. And that's what the way we play against Steph. I want you to back him down early and often. From the tip off, I want you backing him down. But nobody else plays him that way. I thought that was very interesting. I'm like, this is crazy. They keep trying to game plan how to stop him offensively. Just put him in uncomfortable situations on the other end. Beat him up, put him in every pick and roll, put him in every action. You're either in the post or you're either in the pick and roll action. You're going to work every play on this court tonight. You're in every down screen. You're in every single action. But I don't see them do that no more. It's almost like the superstars just get to go out there and just lollygag around and just shoot jump shots. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? I need the game plan for the coach's defense because I wouldn't pick Nair center on my team that couldn't show on the pick and roll and rotate high and get on the string. I would not have not one guard on my team that don't understand the responsibility of getting inside the knees of the big man when your man leaves. We're going back to old school habits where you're on a screen. You know, ball man principles. And I think they lost those principles by dropping and plugging. Don't nobody know how to play that kind of defense where you're that soft. That's why it looks so confusing. This basketball is supposed to be played at the highest level, not just swayed towards making no fucking points. And that's all they did. Now, I would love for them to tell me I'm lying, but they won't tell me I'm lying. What they'll tell you is that I'm a bust and that I don't know shit about basketball because Michael Jordan didn't drafted me and I can't play. I know this shit sucked, and I know exactly why it sucked. Because they're so heavily focusing on putting fans in the seats that fans understand that this is not real anymore. It's turning into WWE. So fans are walking away because of the fakeness of it. Y'all thought they didn't like Horn. Y'all thought they didn't like a few scuffles. They don't want people to just to fight, but they want basketball to be real. No gym, no park. Is people just doing now? They're starting to do that dumb shit, but just step back three. But you got to stop this freedom of movement, free flowing dumb shit. If those European players are so good, they got to be able to be post up every play until they ass learn how to play defense. Stop protecting them. Stop this weak ass dropping and plugging. And when you got athletic centers, make sure they're showing on the pick and roll so that guys that say that they can dribble and say that they can score, they can actually prove it. Stop letting Shy use his off arm like a battering ram and y'all not calling the call just because of the name on the back of the jersey. Now let's get into this video. Because Gilbert, you put your foot in your mouth.
With not going to jail or causing trouble. Ernie Brunfield. Ernie, his backer, the GM. Oh, that was his guy. Gil could do no wrong. He brought in the coach for Gil. He brought in everything. He brought in Eddie. Why? Because Eddie was his guy. He know he can do whatever. He'll tell Eddie Jordan what he want done, and Eddie will have to just go along with it. So when your head coach and one of the leaders of the team are both.
Man, who the fuck was cutting this nigga hair? And you could tell this nigga ain't black. You could tell he Cuban. Look how his hair roll up like that. Man. Hey, Gil, who was your barber right here? Boy, your texture of your hair, you a peasy little head, motherfucker. But I can't stay on the hair too long because they'll say I'm harassing and bullying. But I just want to know who your barber was at the time. Because he kind of nipped your edges out on the side right there. I don't know if that's alopecia or tape you put over there or something. I don't know. But it looked weird right there on that side. It's like it's gone. I don't know. But who cut it? Was it cut? It's like, I don't know. But all right, I'm going to just go ahead and play the video, though. Just asking. No jokes.
Having a discussion about what another leader of the team said about your conduct was the reason they didn't win. If only they could have gotten your conduct in line, they could have went further. Now let's stick to the arrest. You didn't care about the arrest. And the reason why is because Ernie would get you out of it because he knew the chief of police, friends with the chief of police. The chief of police.
Boy, man, what the hell going on, man? Man, Gil, you always have a connection of white zaddies that have a connection to another lookalike zaddy. Man, God, dog, man. Maybe I do need to join one of these groups because you got all protection like this. This nigga do be talking like he Michael Jackson bad. And maybe these groups are giving him so much protection. No wonder this son bitch ain't never get reported for going to jail. Damn, Gil. Boy, you bad motherfucker in them groups. Is that why you in them groups, Gil? So you can hide behind these men. And man, you swore an oath, man. You swore a goddamn oath because you were a friend of this guy. You would let some idiot run through DC and be a tyrant. I get a goddamn hangnail, it make the paper. The Washington Post, all them motherfuckers was complicit. Because sometimes they knew the stories and they still didn't write about them. Because Ernie would get on their ass. So yeah, Gil, when I say you got a white zaddy, boy, I be meaning that shit. You got a white zaddy. And it's okay. Don't be mad at me for telling the truth. You got to lie on me, but I tell the truth on you. You said I went to jail. That was a flat out lie. But I'm just telling the truth on you. Now, please answer to Eton Thomas. Don't keep talking back and forth with me. But this is his daddy, Ernie Grunfeld, and this is his daddy's friend, the chief of police. This is why, Gilbert, you don't know all the stupid shit that he do.
case you guys don't know, there's a guy named Charles Ramsey, former Chicago cop who was the chief of police in D.C. Ernie told this man, hey, if any of my guys come in here, call me first. Don't let the press know. Call me. So the press would not get word of these arrests. Gilbert used this as a get out of jail free card. It was a free pass in his mind to do whatever he wanted. And this man wants to talk about arrests. And not only he was arrested, his friends were arrested. It was to the point where Gil would get out of trouble and the rest of his friends are still locked up. Yeah. But I know I'm out of line. I'm out of pocket. I'm the one that's wrong. But all I'm doing is reporting on the human drama, man. This guy is the one that's out here crazy.
Let's see, this is before the money right here. When he had just got the money, he was in Golden State, and you could see the peas, and you could see it looked like alopecia, but it's from sleeping on them rugs and sleeping on them couches in the gym, and allegedly, this was what he said. This is all alleged, and it looked like it rubbed the hair off the side, allegedly. Yeah. Cause he say, I'll let it keep going, because this is wow.
Now, because that's the case, ain't us, it's him. I want y'all to just understand the scales of what we're talking about, because now here's what's gonna get even more interesting for right now. When they brought Gil in, this was Ernie's chance to build a franchise player. He thought he had the next Michael Jordan on his hands. They thought they had Jordan, a younger Michael Jordan. This is a guy we can build around, a young superstar. He's going to help get and turn this team around, and we won't be reminded about the Michael Jordan era that we made all that money off of. We're going to build the team, and this is going to be the guy. They got Eddie in there. They brought you in, gave you a big deal. You were supposed to be that guy. You were supposed to be the point guard of this team, where you and Jerry Stackhouse were supposed to be the backcourt of the future. Yep. They had big plans. Ernie brought his guy in there, Eddie, so he could know Eddie's going to follow whatever Ernie want to do to the letter. But what did you do? In this said scenario, you found a way to blow it all up. Because that's what he does. He's toxic. They didn't even name you one of the leaders of the team. Antoine Jameson was a leader. Karan was a leader. And Eton Thompson was a leader. If that's the case, is that what basketball is about? A lot of people scored more points than Dennis Rodman. Were they better than Dennis Rodman because they scored more points? Rodman's NBA All-75 for a reason. He was a difference maker. But riddle me this: did Gilbert ever win any more games than he did with Kobe Brown, without Kwame Brown, or with Kwame Brown? He won the most games he ever won with Kwame Brown. They never went as far as they did when they had Kwame Brown on the team.
Because Gilbert won't tell y'all that they would have to run defensive schemes that would largely involve myself and or the center to have to switch up what it is that we do in order to protect this loser. We would have to work way harder than we should because he took on a mentality that I don't do that. I don't play defense. If you want me to run, you better get that shit to the other guys. Get that shit to Steve Blake. Like, that's the mentality that he took. He became an all-star. It didn't make him better. It made him a jackass. He would thought that I don't have to work. I don't have to do the grunt work like that. He would work on his individual skills so that he can get the money. But other than that, he's not playing defense. He's not really trying to win. He's just trying to get numbers. So I couldn't get with that. To me, that's loser basketball. To me, that ain't no team. And I got tired of being a part of a script to create somebody. When I say things like stars are not born, they're created, I know that to be firsthand. And I'm just trying to expose it to you guys. But, you know, of course, based on your feelings and who you like, you're going to have some resistance. But you can see it in plain sight. You can see it with Bronny James. They push down and knock down other people to uplift him. They feature everything that he do. If you do one thing good, they blow it up like it was the greatest moment in history. And they downplay the bad moments. Stars are not born, they're created. No. You don't see what you see. Oh, that ain't what you see. This is what you should see. And they have their people come out and explain it to you every day, and then you regurgitate it. But yeah, this is a sad. This should be the sad story of Gilbert Arenas. Guy with so much potential, so much talent, work ethic that was trash because he only focused in on one aspect of the game for selfish reasons, which is to get money. If he was working on his defense at 6'3", with as fast as he was, he could have been a shutdown defender and a pretty good scorer. May have not had the energy to do some of the things he did on the offensive end, but he would have been able to be a lockdown defender and a good offensive guy. That's not the challenge that he was willing to accept.
They never got back that far, ever. So let that sink in since you want to talk. No, he had Ernie. Ernie was his cleanup man. Now, since you want to bring that up, why we didn't start this, I'm just commenting on it. The person that started it was Gilbert Arenas. He the one wants to bring it up. Kwame was talking about what his actual teammates were saying about him. They were speaking on Gil, but he never mentioned Eton. He never mentioned Coach Jordan. They were the ones doing all the talking. Why you ain't talking about them? I find that quite peculiar, but you want to talk about Kwame Brown. Eton on YouTube. He got a podcast. Why don't you go on his show and talk about it?
NBA young boy. We're talking about a man who gets drunk, gets thrown down the stairs outside of a club, get his ass whooped. NBA young boy. NBA young boy. Had to protect his arm. I had to start wearing a sleeve in 0405 because he wanted to push through a window because his girl was hiding in it. The nigga had the keys in his pocket. he had the keys in his pocket. NBA double had to punch through the window.
Now, Kwame Brown already spoke on this, and he said, one, if I had the keys, why the hell would I punch through the damn glass if I had the keys in my pocket? So he trying to make a joke, and of course, only he laughed. All of these things he's bringing up, lies. Complete lies. He got pushed down the stairs, and he only know that because Kwame told the story about him getting in a fight with this big gigantic dude in a bar when he got drafted. He got pushed down the stairs by a bouncer. He took the guy with him, and then when he got up, he put the guy to bed. Gil cuts and leave out parts of the story that he only wants you to tell, that he only wants you to know. Mm-hmm. He only want to talk about the parts he wants you to know. Yeah, exactly. Now, all of these things he's trying to put together, like he did all of this stuff. Instead of hitting a woman, he hit his own car. He didn't know his hand was going to go through it. He just punched the car window. He shouldn't have punched it at all. You know, that was a risk of cutting his wrist, everything. But he was frustrated. She the one hit him in the mouth. But Gil has told this story in different fashions, saying that he was fighting with the girl. All kind of nonsense.
Scarred up his arm, and he had to start wearing a sleeve the rest of his career.
Like, and for real, like Gil is like a real live bitch. Like he tells stories knowing like he know that he a hoe. And like he know what these girls be doing. Like, and I told him a story. He got Kenyon Martin sitting right there on his couch. And he won't ask Kenyon the story, won't come up here and say what Kenyon said. And Kenyon was right in the club in LA. He saw the whole thing. My baby mama go to the bathroom. We come back. Some girls trying to holler at me. She come back, swing, hit me right in the face. Boom! In front of the whole club. I like, what the fuck? I look at her like, bitch. And just walk out. I walk away, walk off. Go jump in the car. I'm out. So for this clown to try to put it in a different spin, it's like, the shit is disgusting. All because you don't like me, nigga. You gotta lie and you gotta talk about things that you wasn't even there for. And you gotta say it so matter of fact. Like, that's just clown stuff. But the stuff that I'm saying about you is actually things that I was there for, actual things that I witnessed. I don't have to make up a story. I don't have to embellish a story. I don't have to lie. This is exactly what happened to you. Exactly what you did.
That was in the young boy. But we didn't have social media back then, and he wasn't famous enough like that no more for anybody to really care. NBA young boy, holding women over balconies, and where he lives, just holding them. Just he didn't want to give up the ass. He just gonna hold over the balcony. He won't give up the ass. Here you go. Here.
Now, you know this guy, and he's saying somebody's the biggest hypocrite is hilarious because nobody's more of a hypocrite than that individual. That's what makes it weird. Nobody's a bigger hypocrite than him. So for him to say that was quite interesting. Mm-hmm. Now, when you see people come up and down and they try to do things that are ideal to the situation they're in, like you see other people start making promises, they start making different, situations, trying to make it all work for the better. And they saying, hey, we got to do this for the betterment of everybody else. Well, what's the betterment for this, Gil? And you want to speak about hypocrite, right? Kwame's the hypocrite. He's dumb. Okay. Well, let's go and rewind them and remind them. Some people forget their upbringings. They forget. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to Agent Zero. Since you want to talk hypocrite.
The TV come out the top. I want the drop one in the middle.
This is when
and
he
I want
first
the
got in the
back
league,
head rest.
y'all.
So I'm sitting with 60. I want 4 12s in the back.
Just got
you want
in the
the
league.
people behind you driving.
So I want everybody. So I got the 2 here, the pop up third, the one behind me 4, and then the 2. I get 5 and 6, 4 12. Because I'm sitting there looking at it, but they done sold me. They done sold me on it. Right. The only thing I did put in the car was the mink floors Gary Payton had. I was like, that just sounded expensive, and I don't.
Gotta copy what everybody else do.
Yeah, before Rolls Royce was doing it, GP had some
That's
things
what I
up
said.
in
So
there.
there's like the mink floor. I was like, I'm gonna just do the.
So what Silly Dummy is explaining, NBA Dumb Boy, is exactly what I said without me even seeing this interview, is that this idiot has to copy everything that somebody else does. Everything that he wears, everything that he sees, everything that he purchases, it comes from somewhere else. He's going to put the same floor, the same everything in his car as somebody else. That's what he does.
Yeah, before Rolls Royce was doing it, GP had some.
Sound expensive, and they're looking at it, but they done sold me. They done sold me on it. Right. The only
They sold him. He didn't know what he wanted. They sold him. Look at his friends laughing at him.
thing I did, the only thing I did put in the car was the mink floors Gary Payton had. I was like, that just sounded expensive, and I don't.
Gotta copy what everybody else do.
Yeah, before Rolls Royce was doing it, GP had some.
That's what I
things
said.
up
So
in there.
there's like the mink floor. I was like, I'm gonna just do the regular floor, but I'll take that suede though. I'll take the suede.
liner.
I had 612.
Yeah.
Like Webby. 612.
Your face will vibrate. Right? I didn't like riding.
Yeah. Then you know that's when the chains was coming out. So it was a long joint, and we was on all initials then. So
Initials or your name or your nickname or something like that.
Your birth certificate on that book.
I had a GJA chain about this big.
Man,
Right?
I had a D-21. Day to June. Everybody going to Dave.
Dave living before, yeah.
Man.
And what's so funny is like that's when like earrings became cool. The
Yeah.
big diamond stuff.
The square ones.
Yeah.
So I got my ears pierced, boom, just for a diamond. Just so I could- took that out. Give me the big joint. I want the big ear just hanging all down here. So when I got drafted, so I done spent probably 200,000, 300,000 before I got drafted. So imagine saying 32, 31.
This was a second round pick that spent 200,000 before he got drafted.
So this man spent $200,000 before he's even drafted because he just know he's going in the first round. Oh, you ain't had to tell me about Kyle. I already knew about Kyle. That boy, the truth. I couldn't pronounce his name. That's why I just called him number 25. But yeah, he the truth, Corey. Now, here's the thing. Oh, no, no brains, Gil. Dude ain't got no brains.
One. So looking at the money chart, I get a million, 300. Oh, I'm broke. Oh, I'm done, bro. I'm done. Like I don't know how did this work. Like I'm done. So I had to get a financial advisor. And he's like, all right. Looked at the two purchases and everything. Gave my dad some bread. So he was like, all right. And he's like, all right.
Gil, are you drinking Hennessy on the show, Gil? You need to put that cup down. Are you drinking Hennessy? Are you guys having a drink? Oh, not that Mr. Sober Arena is having a Hennessy cup straight with just water. Amazing.
Looked at the two purchases and everything. Gave my dad some bread. So he was like, all right, your first year check, that's gone. All right, that's gone. You already spent that. You already spent some of your second year money. Glad you got a 2-year deal. So he was like, so we're gonna budget off your second year for both years. Yeah. So, all right. He was like, so you got to get an apartment that's about $2,500, a house apartment under $2,500. You know, gas. So you have $400. You have $400 free money for the next 2 years, and you can't go over it. Like, all right, 400 easy. I had 2 pit bulls, the Escalade, eating up money, got to drive. I was struggling.
And you gotta eat.
And I got to eat. So what I used to do, like that first month, so what I used to do is when we got on the plane, my backpack, all that fruit, all the fruit, cookies, all that. I took all that. That was my meal because I couldn't order room service.
Yeah.
So because
Everything must go.
yeah, so I couldn't order room service because so I'm just eating all the fruit and stuff and doing that, and that's how I
Oh, so
survived.
you was taking them per diem checks, though.
Yeah, so now, I lost that on the plane already. Trying to
boo
gamble
rate.
more money. Yeah, trying to gamble for more money. I'm trying to I got like 168. If I can win like 3 games,
Boo
boy, I'm
rate.
good. I'm good.
That boo rate hurt.
Yeah, so that's how I was right. I'm sitting here like, okay, they won't let me jump in now because I ain't got enough. So I gotta wait until like somebody fall off and then try to hurry and get a quick little lick, and I'm good. And what ended up happening is I won.
This nigga in the NBA talking about hitting a little lick. This nigga been living like a bum ass nigga in the league. This nigga sound like a corner boy in the league. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just wait, I hit a little lick, I'll pay a nigga off. What the? Hey, Gil, if what I said about you is hating, can't nobody hate on you more than you, boy. God, dog. If what I said was hating, can't nobody hate on you more than you. Jesus Christ.
At like 600. So Chris Mills, being dickhead he was like, hey, we're gonna go to your room. Since you the big baller now, I need you to order pizza for the room, and we're gonna finish the game in your room. All right, cool. Yeah, I got the money. So I'm ordering pizza. Larry Hughes like, I don't want no pizza. So he orders room service, right? And I said, no, you can't order room service, bro. I was like, no, don't be ordering room service. I got to take some of this money home. He's like, look, chill out. This is Larry Hughes' room, blah blah blah. But can you send my food to this room? All right, so food come. He signs it.
This is creating a monster right here. I see the writing on the wall.
All right. Okay. Yeah, room service. Can I have 2 cheeseburgers, 4 scoops of vanilla ice cream, chocolate cake, 3 sodas? Yeah, this is Larry Hughes' room 212, but can you bring it to room doo-doo-doo? Come. Give it to her. She leaves.
You walk on up.
Look at your burger. Everything.
Oh
is
my
cool.
God, drop.
Everywhere he went, he started stealing from his own teammate. See, this is why he don't want to talk about his behavior, because it'll prove a sadistic pattern that will kind of make one believe that he's capable of doing what I said he did, and what would make someone so extremely upset that they don't want to go around him again. That kind of would explain it. It kind of wouldn't be these little weak ass stories that they talk about. Oh, he's drinking. I ain't drunk enough to miss out on my money. These little weak ass stories that they come up with to hide the truth. Now, if this man is capable of watching his teammate order some food to his room, and he's not man enough to ask his teammate for help, he just starts stealing from him, because that's what this is. He starts stealing from his teammate immediately. Everywhere he went, he started ordering cheeseburgers and ice cream on Larry Hughes's credit card. He would lie and say, this is Larry Hughes's room, but send it to my room. So does this sound like a guy that is this upstanding guy that's not capable of doing something wrong? Does this sound like a guy that's not capable of, maybe not wanting to pass a guy a ball? Does it sound like a guy? Let's hear him admitting to stealing from his teammate again. Look at that face. Let's look at him. Let's hear him admitting to stealing again.
All right.
This is creating a monster.
All right. So Hughes' room, blah blah blah. Take some of this money home. He's like, look, chill out. This is Larry Hughes' room, blah blah blah. But can you send my food to this room? All right. So food come. He signs it.
This is creating a monster right here. I see the writing on the wall.
All right. Okay. Yeah, room service. Can I have 2 cheeseburgers, 4 scoops of vanilla ice cream, chocolate cake, 3 sodas? Yeah, this is Larry Hughes, room 212, but can you bring it to room doo-doo-doo? Come. Give it to her. She leaves.
She walk on up.
Look at your burger. Everything.
Oh my God, drop, 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 drop. Everywhere we went, boy. 2 hamburgers, 4 ice creams.
Now look, already stealing from his teammate. Stealing from his teammate. Now, who was NBA dumb boy? You let me know who was NBA dumb boy. You call somebody a hypocrite and calling them NBA dumb boy when you spend your money before you even got in the league. That you in the NBA and you in here scamming your teammate for 2 cheeseburgers and some ice cream. Gilbert Arenas, ladies and gentlemen. Gilbert Arenas. Am I fighting a fight for Kwame Brown, or am I responding to the comments that Mr. Arenas made himself? We haven't played Kwame Brown saying a thing. See, I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. We haven't played Kwame Brown saying one word. Now, the only reason Kwame's involved because who involved?
Gil might be uncovering another NBA scandal that might have been going on in the league with these point guards that are attached to these agents. He might have created another investigation. Gil, you're so dumb. You talk so much.
Kwame Brown? Gilbert Arenas. He did that. I'm just responding to it and covering it like we do everything else on YouTube, right? So we're going to cover it. We might as well do it right. Now.
You kept on using Larry there. You switched names.
Oh, Larry Hughes, bro.
Right. Like he tried people in ways that it make you want to, you almost forget like where you at. It's like, nigga, what will give you the audacity to think that it's okay for you to start just booking shit on my credit card without me knowing? Like on my room. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and he thinks there's nothing wrong with this. This is just, yeah. Instead of him thinking logically and just being honest with his teammate on the beginning and say, hey, man, I'm broke. He'd rather just do something and you just expect you to understand it because he's broke. This boy's something wrong with him.
Larry Hughes, man. Larry Hughes. He caught on it. Oh, he's talking about getting the ass whooping. Oh, I got bopped. I was like, yo, why you say it's me? You're the only one who will order 4 scoops of ice cream.
Every time.
And I was like, man, look, I ain't got no money, man.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad, but then he just let me live. He was like, just keep it normal.
The coolest dudes I ever
Yeah, that's
met.
what I said.
I was about to say, yeah.
He's the coolest. Like, that's what I said. He let me rock.
Hey, nobody asked you what you think, Robert. I was involved in the situation. What are you telling me about what you think when I'm telling you about what actually happened? What you think and what happened is 2 different things. It ain't about what you think. It's about what I know and about what Gilbert know. He know that his agent was courting me to go to his agent. And he know that I told R and tell him that, hey, man, your agent keep following me to fuck around. Keep asking me over and over again to switch over, and even flew to Utah to come meet me in Utah. So it's not about what you think. I'm not looking for anything. I know. Gilbert keeps bringing me up. I didn't bring this part of the story up. If you notice, I just went over a video of Eton Thomas and Antoine Jameson and the former coach, Eddie Jordan, saying the same things about him that I said. He continued down the rabbit hole of talking about me. Blame Kwame, blame Kwame. So if you're going to blame Kwame, then we're going to actually get to the real truth of the matter. Because all he does is lie. All he does is misdirect. That's all he does. When people say, "Well, damn, Gil, did you do X, Y, and Z?" Kwame quit on the team, and then when Kwame bring up the fact that there was no team, Gilbert Arenas, you couldn't find him, you couldn't say nothing to him, you couldn't do anything to him. How the fuck is that a team? Oh, I don't want to hear it. You quit on the team. Yeah, no. That's not a team. That's not no team that I want to be a part of. A team is that although I understand pecking order, that's in every job, but rules apply to us all. Pecking order is one thing, but that wasn't pecking order what I saw. And Eton Thomas alluded to the same thing. This guy would purposely stand and be late for practice, purposely do things so that people know that there's a difference between me and you. And anybody that's that much of a jackass that would do things like that to undermine the normal functions of a team, then there's no such thing as a team. And that's where he don't want to get to.
The rest of these just keep it normal. Don't go irate. That's all right, cool. Thank appreciate it.
The order for everybody.
That's all they do. That's
So Larry Hughes had to let you eat 2 cheeseburgers and 4 ice creams after getting your ass whooped. NBA dumb boy in real time. But Kwame Brown's supposed to be that dumb guy. See how he's a hypocrite? See how he's a hypocrite? Tells on himself and boasts about it. 2 cheeseburgers and 4 scoops of ice cream. I can't make that up. 2 scoops, well, 4 scoops. 2 cheeseburgers and 4 scoops of ice cream. Good Lord. This is the one? This the guy? This is the one the world need to be worried about. I'm telling you, man, it's every day the story gets worse and worse dealing with this guy, man. And the reason it keeps getting worse is because there's no improvement. There's none. Now, you might ask yourself, well, because you say there's no improvement doesn't mean that there's no improvement. Yes, it does. That's exactly what it means. This man has no accountability in his soul. It's always someone else's problem. To the fact that he started scamming his own damn teammate because he was broke. Kwame came out of high school. You was in college. And according to you, you didn't even take class. They just passed you on along. But let's let him talk. Let him keep telling on himself. Since he brought up hypocrite.
Boy, I was struggling. Oh, that was rough.
So when you got drafted to Golden State, you got Mookie Blaylock in front of you. Like I say, I always remember that of you, and I used to just remember saying to you, like, man, just wait your turn, bro. Just be ready. And like you took off.
So
to the Wizards.
Back then, so I was playing out of that. I think it was the mid-level exception. So the highest the Wizards can pay me was 49. So Denver already came in because I used to work out with Kiki anyway. So he was general manager. So he already said, "All right, we're gonna give you 50. So come on over here." Right? So I think you guys had, I don't know how many free agents. Like Elton Brand was a free agent. I think Corey McGrady was a free agent. Lamar Odom was a free agent. I think it was like 4 or 5.
They were first, yeah.
It was like 3 or 4 free agents on your team.
Yeah.
And then I think the NBA came down and said, y'all gotta sign back players, because at that time
Don Sterling wasn't paying nobody.
he wasn't paying nobody. So he was like, no, you have too many free agents to just say it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So you gotta spend money. So what ends up happening is they come in to play $50 million, and everyone's coming. And then Brian Russell opted out of his contract his last year to go to the Lakers, and then the salary cap went up, so they went to like $64 million. And then he's already said, hey, just the city's yours if you come here. So it was like, it was the Clippers of the city. So mentally, I went to Washington.
You started killing in Washington.
Now, remember that story that he just told you. Clippers or the city. Remember that. I want y'all to remember that. because his hypocrisy knows no ends. Oh, no. He just getting started. Yeah, you're going to see who the real NBA dumb boy is. We going to let him keep cooking on himself. Because Gil loves to talk about one thing more than anything on earth. What? Himself. Yet again. He can't stop. He don't know how to stop. So he want to talk. I'm just going to let him.
That's why I just don't like the idea of what he does. Even the Tracy McGrady talking about Kobe made him quit. And you know, in that series that they were playing, T-Mac was actually up. And you don't talk about quitting, nigga. You quit on the whole NBA franchise in the playoffs because your last played 3 minutes. And just like the coach said, you the one that told him to come. You wanted to come off the bench at home, and when he bring your ass off the bench at home like you requested, your ass quit on the team because the backup center Eton had a career night 20 points. I know why you was mad. You wasn't mad.
And that's what make all this loud talking so dumb. I wasn't the backup center. I was a forward and the backup forward. And I backed up center when I can play both. And I can play the 3. But I played power forward for the Wizards. I don't know what's wrong with Gil. Gil brain is on drugs. I think. I don't know. None of this is facts. But wow. Just wow, Gil.
Because you was mad because the nigga that replaced you had 20 points, and if you would have had those points, it would have put your stock up. Nigga.
Now, let's talk about that. That's not why Kwame went home. Eton and Eddie spoke on the situation. And at no time did they mention that was the case because Brendan and Eton were centers. Kwame played power forward. So Eton wasn't replacing Kwame Brown. This is why Eton and Brendan were fighting in the locker room. They played the same position. Brendan got upset when he got benched for Eton. Why? Because they both centers. How you, the big time player on the team, right? You're the captain. You big Gil. You don't know the position that your own damn teammates play and you on the team? How the hell do you not know who plays what position? You supposed to be the man. You don't know Kwame Brown was a power forward on your team and Eton was your center? No wonder why y'all had problems. You don't even know what position anybody play.
See, no talking about no wonder why. I'm trying to tell you, this nigga like a little kid, man. This nigga don't give a damn about what no position nobody play. All he know is money. When my check coming? All I care. I don't give a fuck where Kwame played. Play him at point guard. No. That's my position. As long as he's not playing the one, I don't care what position he plays. He won't be in my way. Like that's how he think. No, sir. Eton starting at center does not affect me at all. That's why Eton, you can go look it back up in the paper in the Washington Post. They used to write up a whole article. Eton talked about it on his podcast. They tried to start a back and forth between Eton and Brendan, and that's why it built up to a fight about who was going to start. I have nothing to do with the starting center. You played both. Yes, I explained that. What part of your brain doesn't work? When Brendan Haywood ran from Shaq, I played center. Just because I can do doesn't mean that was what my job was. I can do a lot of things. I can bring the ball up the court. Was I the point guard? No, it was Gilbert Arenas. But I understand you have a biased approach and your brain maybe not working because you like Gil. But Eton Thomas starting didn't take me out of a lineup or nothing. And then in the very next breath, Gil is going to say that I asked to come off the bench. So I just don't know which one is it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. He took the starting spot. Did I ask for it? I was never the starting center for the Washington Wizards. I don't understand why that even came up. But Gil is not that smart, so he says things when he's emotional, and he says stupid stuff. But it's okay.
No wonder. Be like, oh, that's our center right there. What are you the center? He don't know his own damn team. Yeah, don't know your own team. So if that's his answer, now you see he don't even know Kwame Brown never played that position.
Hey, Cino, and then when I told him that last night, I'm like, dummy, I was the power forward. He talking about, but you can play both. I'm like, idiot. But you just said it like Etan playing and starting at center affected me. It didn't. I can bring. I said, Gil, by your logic, I can bring the ball up the court. Did it make me the point guard? Darius Miles could bring the ball up the court. Was he the point guard? No. So just because I played a position or I can play a position, does that make me? That didn't mean anything. Gilbert, Brendan Haywood, and Etan Thomas, and Michael Ruffin was our centers. Michael Ruffin can do both, but we had two strong centers. So I don't know what everybody's issue is. Y'all listen to anything this liar said.
Until like later. But he wasn't, no, Etan never replaced him at that time. He was playing power forward. I know. Hit the like button, subscribe to the page. You know. Well, a lot of those things that was happening, you got to understand that being a young coach, and he wanted to use the triangle offense. You know, that was his thing. Gil wanted to downplay everything. You know, Coach Eddie he's old. Like, he's like 70 damn near. So he's right now, he was 40 at that time. He was trying to not deal with problems, especially at 79. You don't want to deal with no problems, and you damn sure don't want to deal with Gilbert Arenas. He don't want to deal with all that. He's like, man, look, I'm 70. You know, and that's how they feel. Like, look, I'm 70. Let me be 70. I'm just going to tell it what happened, and just, he want to put a positive spin on it, of course, because, hey, it's over. This is 30 years ago. I'm playing golf every day and relax. This is in my twilight years. I ain't trying to go back and forth on social media. So that's Eddie's whole thing. Right, he's in his golden years.
Dunks in the first quarter.
But listen,
so that game, I had a good game. You know what I mean? And we won. Yep. You know, the whole city was on fire, and that's when Gilbert and Kwame's issues started. So I remember sitting there. I was sitting at the locker room because I had all the media people around me. You know what I mean? And I was, on the court. I was like, yeah, you got to stay ready. You got to be ready. I was giving them all the one-liners, right? Yeah, so then I see the media going back and forth between Kwame and Gilbert, and. You know what I mean? And they were going back here, and they were back here, and they were back here. I mean, I don't even know if you knew that this is what was going on.
I didn't know this was going on in the locker room. No.
So Gilbert, said like, he wants me to pass him the ball. He ain't doing nothing when he get the ball. And Kwame was like, well, he won't pass me the ball. So they just egging it on, right? Well, Gilbert said you won't pass it, and I was like, so I remember afterwards, I was like, and I talked.
Now, was I talking about Etan starting, or was I talking about him not passing me the ball? Was I talking about Gilbert now changing his tune and saying that I'm in his way and that I'm not going to do anything with the ball? This is what he started saying after I told his agent no. Prior to that, he wasn't saying that. It was a love affair. He was passing me the ball. We was all good. There was no problems. after I said no, then he's not going to do anything with the ball. He's saying this in the media. This is a teammate saying that the power forward on his team, I'm not giving him the ball because he's not going to do anything with it. And nobody asks why he's saying this, but he's saying this because I had told his agent, no, I'm not going on his team. And now Etan Thomas just confirmed it. They were saying this stuff in the paper. Starting point guard saying this about a guy on his team, his teammate, in the paper. Nobody asked why he was saying this.
Said like, he wants me to pass him the ball. He ain't doing nothing when he get the ball. And Kwame was like, well, he won't pass me the ball. So they just egging it on.
He's not doing nothing when he get the ball. Listen to him.
Right. Well, Gilbert said it, you won't pass it. And I was like, so I remember afterwards, I was like, and I talked to some of them. And that's why I called some of the guys, the specific reporters, to come on the show with me. And I was like, why? This is our first win. Like, this is a happy time. Like, don't print this, what they're doing. And they were all like, hey, we have to.
Now, for those who are watching and don't understand, that is Coach Eddie Jordan, who is the coach of the Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas. That is Etan Thomas, one of the leaders of the team and a former teammate of both of them. For those who don't know, who should know by now.
They're telling us this. I don't print it somebody else's. And that's what started their whole issue. And somebody thinks.
Cool, Robert. You can think that as a casual fan, but normally you don't typically hear the starting point guard saying that in the media, especially after his agent is trying to sign you. If that was the case, I ain't gonna do nothing with the ball. Then why did his agent want to sign me and say I was going to get $80 million? Why was Gilbert Arenas passing me the ball so much? And why was it a love affair as long as his agent thought that I was going to go with him? But then as soon as I decided not to go with his agent, now I'm not doing anything with the ball? Kind of interesting, Robert. Don't you think?
It was said, not by me, but somebody thinks or said somewhere that Gilbert came to you and told you not to play Kwame. And I was like, I didn't hear nothing about that. So let's go straight to it. You know what I mean? Did Gilbert ever come to you and tell you not to play Kwame?
Never. There was no player that I've coached that came to me on any team, on any level, to tell me who to play or who not to play. And Gilbert did not come to me and say, now Gilbert might have come and just rambled at times, but he never said, don't play Kwame. No. Was that the series Kwame just stopped playing?
Yeah, so that was when he stopped going to, and if you remember, this was the only time where me and you got into an argument. The whole time we played, we never argued because it was when, and I was really more advocating for Kwame, if you remember. And I was like, well, give him a chance. He's all right. He's just frustrated with this. And he was like, no. He skipped practice. He can't just skip practice. I was like, I feel you. I got you, but just give him a minute. And I went and called him and everything like that. And I was going, and it was when Ernie was like, we don't need him on the team.
Well, this is what happened
on the team.
Now, you just heard that. Ernie said, we don't need Kwame Brown on the team. We don't need him. That's what he said. Ernie said, we don't need him on the team. Now, who is Ernie's guy? Who was the guy Ernie was getting out of jail? Who was the guy Ernie was cool with the police? If you was one of his guys? Ernie said, we don't need him on the team. Ernie said that. Mm-hmm. Now, look at this. You see that? Now, let's hear what the coach gonna say, because Etan just said it boldly. And the coach don't want to go with that. Coach ain't gonna want no parts.
I'll tell you what happened. Kwame, Ernie, he missed practice. Ernie met with Kwame and then called me up and says, let's meet Kwame in your office. So me, Ernie, Kwame come in. I think Steve Shepard, not Steve Shepard. Shepard might have been there too. But Tommy Shepard. Kwame sat there and said, is that the year he had the he broke through somebody's window and had stars on his
It might have
arm.
been something like that.
So he sat there, and Ernie says, "Well, do you want to be here on the team?" Kwame said no. He did not want to play anymore. So that's how that went. He admitted that he did not want to play. It was in front of me and Ernie and maybe Kwame Shepard. But that was that meeting, and we said, "Hey, he doesn't want to play. His heart that even if we try to convince him to play to be on the team, his heart wasn't in it. For some reason, his heart wasn't in it. He admitted to us he did not want to play anymore on our team."
See, I remember him being so mad at Gilbert that
I didn't know why. I just thought he just
it was because he thought that Gilbert came to you and said, "Do not play Kwame anymore."
I would never. You think I would listen to Gilbert?
I hear you, but that was the thought, and he was so mad. He was like, "If I come to practice, I'm going to knock Gilbert out, and that's going to be bad for me. So I will stay away." And I wish he would have explained all that back then, because that was the reason why he said I should not come in right now, or I should not be around the team right now, because I will go beeline right to Gil, because he was so mad. And I don't know if his agent told him, somebody told him that. I don't know how that, because some reason Gilbert thought that I told him that because he knew that we was tight. And I was like, I never say that. I was like, my issue was with the media. And I said how the media was egging it on, and I even talked to the media. Well, I don't know nothing about the other stuff, but that was the reason why he wanted to stay away and why he didn't come to practice that day. I just don't think he ever explained that.
He never really.
Now, Kwame already explained this, but what he said was the fact that if I come to practice, I'm going to hit it, because Dan Fagan, who was the agent of Gilbert Arenas, wanted to represent Kwame Brown. And Gil himself was telling him to go over there and was talking to him about joining with Dan Fagan. And he said, man, you get this and this, and Gil was giving him the ball. Once he decided not to go with Dan Fagan, Gil had moved right around the corner from Kwame Brown, by the way. So he saw him all the time. Dan Fagan spoke to him and came through there. And once Gil told his agent what was happening, and Dan, he was like, man, look, Dan Fagan is known for poaching people's talent. And once he made it clear that he wasn't going to go with Dan Fagan, Gil just stopped giving him the ball. Didn't want to give him the ball. So his numbers would be low. And that was keeping him out of a possible $60 million contract. So now you got a player on the team who's basically in charge of helping people get their deals. And now he don't want to give him the ball. This is what's going to make Kwame Brown punch him in the mouth. You're going to be losing out on like $60, $70 million because this guy wants you to sign with his agent, and now he don't want to give you the ball. He's like, look, I might as well get off this team. And he said that, and they're not telling the full story. They're not telling the full story because, like he said, they came back. He said they came back, and what they decided to do was completely different. They kept calling him every day. They had another player that used to play that was on the team and used to call him, Terrell, whatever, he used to call him up all the time. Hey, Kwame, we're going to need you for Shaq, man. Are you in shape? So it wasn't even about him leaving. Like, hey, we don't need him. Let him go home. Because when they played against Miami in the next round, and they was like, oh, we're going to need you for Shaq. We need you for Shaq, man. Come on, man. We need you for Shaq. Can you play? Are you still in shape? It was like, no, y'all got it. Is Gil still on the team? Yeah, then I'm not coming. That was it. And they even had Gilbert Arenas call him. Like, Gil, you got to fix this with Kwame. So if they didn't want Kwame Brown and they didn't need Kwame Brown and they had everything they needed, they could have just gone. Right? They forgot that part. They forgot they called him. Everybody called him while he was out. And he did not want to play for their franchise anymore. He didn't want to be under the GM and didn't want to be part of the Gil and Eddie show. Gil and Eddie was going to bring the team down. He saw that as the writing on the wall because they got to see this guy's behavior and him not be able to do anything about it. It was the Gil and Eddie show. Now, this guy, He just used to doing what he do. This is his norm. Going through the motions. As they're breaking this down, they don't even know his own teammate and head coach is breaking this
He
down.
never expressed his thoughts to us. He just sat there and said, I just don't feel like playing anymore. I mean, just bluntly and flatly, I just don't want to play anymore. And that's it. And we just, to me, it was no trying to convince him because we were in such an important time at the time and we had something going.
It's interesting how all of them try to describe the story like I'm just this non-thinking, non-logical guy. It was very logical for me. It was a very logical decision. But he wanted to make it seem like it was just this, out of nowhere. I don't know why it happened. I don't know what's going on. It was just that he just came in and he did not want to play.
I got enough players here. I got you and Brendan and everybody else, in that position. So that's why he didn't play. And I stopped listening to them go back and forth to each other. But I listened to them about a year. It's a lot. Yeah, it's not even. It's gotten to a point where it wasn't even funny.
And the thing is, I agree. And the thing is, it's like I don't know. And even when I sat down and talked with the reporters and told everything, I was like, I don't know if any of this even matters now at the point where they are. I don't think if they even care how it first started. And it wasn't that, you know what I mean? They've gone so far beyond. Yeah, I don't know if there's any coming back from it. They're talking about each other's families and their, you know what I mean? They're doing with their, I'm like, that's, and I hope, and this is, you know what I mean? Because I know, Kwame's my man. You know what I mean? When Kwame went off on everybody that time when he was mad at, he was like, F you. He was like, Tom Thomas, you're cool with me. But F you, and it was so crazy because so many people started calling me like, yo, what's up with Kwame? Why is he cool with you? And but he went off on everybody. But I was there for the whole time when he first got to the Wizards, and I saw how it was really like him against the world. Like
this frustration just built just over years, over months, and years. Yeah. And he couldn't get to that performance level that everybody expected him to get to. Yeah. And I'm sure it was frustrating for him.
Now, he had no problem getting there. Eton's been there, so he knows and he's seen it firsthand. So he knows what the whole process was. Gil wasn't there when Doug Collins was there. He wouldn't have survived.
And it's a lot. First pick in the draft, you're 7 foot, you got a body of a Greek god. Right. And your performance level isn't what people expected it to be. Right. So, and look, it wasn't because he didn't give effort. He gave great effort. Kwame would work hard. Yeah. He was physical. And he knew that, he had to be that sort of player, an explosive, physical, dynamic player. And he tried. He gave great effort. Yeah. It was just, some things that just didn't work well for him. That's all.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. But I mean, he wasn't, I hate when people keep saying he's a bust. I mean, he played 13, 14 years in the league. That's not a bust.
He sure did.
I have these arguments with people so many times, and I hear them talking. I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. And it makes me mad sometimes because people speak with such, you know what I mean? Like, certainty, like they just know. I'm like, you have no idea. You're just talking. But it's but another thing that I did say on that podcast that got a lot of people's attention in that discussion with the different reporters, a lot of people came up to me about the Javaris Crittenton situation with Gilbert, especially after the Netflix documentary came out. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
I watched it. Yeah, shooting goal.
Yeah, that was a tough watch too. But
Yep. Now we didn't even went here with NBA Dumboy because I figured all y'all know about that. The guns in the locker room thing. So we don't even need to bring that back up. But Eton brought it up because these were his teammates. So let's hear what he had to say about the documentary they made just for money.
And there's a lot of different problems that I had with it because I felt that they didn't tell the whole story. There's a whole lot more to it that they could have told. And they didn't show all the positive stuff that Javaris has been doing since. And like, how he worked with the family and helped the family and what he's doing now with young people and the stuff he's doing with AAU. And they didn't show the redemption story. And I just felt that if they were going to tell the story, they had to tell the complete part, but they were focused so much on, you know what I mean, Gilbert, and he did this, and then he did that. I'm like, okay, you talked about that. I'll move on past that. But that's what drew the people, and I get it. But I made a statement during that podcast, and it got a lot of people's attention, and they didn't understand what I was saying. You'll understand more what I was saying. I said that the person that I know deserves the majority of the blame, not all the blame, but the majority of the blame for that happening that they didn't show in the Netflix documentary was Ernie Grunfeld. And I said because the reason why is Ernie let Gilbert do whatever he wanted to do from the time he got to the Wizards, and it just got worse and worse and worse.
See? Now, this is your teammate. So if Mr. Arenas makes another video, tell him to address what his head coach and his former teammate, Etai Thomas, said, which aligns right with Kwame Brown. Now, watch what Coach Jordan has to say about all this.
If like, and Gilbert was incredibly, he if that never happened, he'd probably be a Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? But at that time, Gilbert didn't have the personality that you could just say you can do whatever you want to do. He needed structure. He needed discipline. He needed rules. And you would attempt to make rules. And if he wouldn't do something, you would find him, and then Ernie Grunfeld would give him his money back. Like it was like I remember I would see Gilbert come into the gym, and he would be in there early in the morning, working out, everything like that. Mm-hmm. Then he would leave and then be late for practice. And I was like, you late when you done already worked out for 2 hours, but you didn't want nobody to know that you was working out. You know what I mean? But I was like, what you doing? But it was almost like he wanted to do things to prove a point that he could. And you know what I mean? And then Ernie, like supported him with anything. He never told Gilbert no. So there was a lot of things that happened before that gun incident that would blow people's minds that Gilbert did. And Ernie okayed all of it.
Ernie okayed all of it. It would blow your mind to know all of the things he did. And Ernie let him get away with it.
No issues with any of it, and it just got worse and worse. That's my opinion. You can tell me if you think I'm wrong.
Antoine. So when I told you I saw Antoine at a game, because I was actually scouting for St. John's. I was doing a little scouting, not scouting officially, but assistant coach at St. John's asked me to watch this kid, which lives about 15 minutes from me.
Okay.
So that's when I go to the game. This kid I'm watching, his school is playing against Antoine's son's school. So that's why I got to see Antoine watching his son play. And Antoine and I was sitting up there watching the game, and Antoine turned to me and said exactly what you said. He said, you know how good we could have been if Ernie didn't let Gilbert get away with a lot of that stuff. He just said that right out of the blue. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if Antoine wanted me to say this, but it's all in the past. But it's the honest truth. But he said, it was a great statement. He said, honest truth. But he said, it was a great statement. He said, you know how good we could have been if Ernie didn't let Gilbert get away with everything. The fines, not paying this, not paying that. And
Yep. Do you know how good we could have been if they didn't let Gilbert Arenas ruin the whole goddamn team? This is y'all hero. This is the man.
He the hero because he scored 60 on Kobe. Wouldn't play defense, wouldn't box out, got hurt boxing out. Real soft jelly melly type. Soft tissue paper. One trick pony. Give me the ball so I can jack it up and shoot all the damn time. That's what they bred in our NBA. That's what you see today. And Gilbert was the start of it. A sorry ass one trick pony that uses all his energy for one end of the basketball court. All glory, no guts. And that's the mindset of a winner. Somebody who plays one end of the basketball court and say, look at my numbers, look at my numbers. When an organization will make other players have to do extra grunt work to protect the lack of effort and energy of another player. And this is why the NBA is suffering. This is why Gilbert has a show so he can explain this terrible product that you're seeing. And he'll disrespect anybody else that'll tell you the truth because he'll bring up their career when his ball hogging ass terrible career, in my opinion, sucked. But hey, different lenses give different opinions. But at the end of the day, I wasn't finna be a part of no shit show like this, where a GM is undermining a coach. The coach is openly admitting on YouTube that he had no power over the players, and then they're trying to call that a team. Well, you're trying to call that a team. This is what's going on in a professional organization, unbeknownst to the fans, where a jackass that is being charged with a felony right now, that I allege that this man was a part of, almost kind of a bully tactic of, you either go with my agent or I'm going to stop passing you the ball. So this is the same type of things he's being charged with today, almost. The same type of devious, stupid shit. One, a zebra never changes its stripes. Yeah, a zebra never changes his stripes. That goes to say, Kwame, how successful you could have been without listening to Carcino. I didn't need to listen to Carcino to say I don't want to be around these people. Unbeknownst to you, I'm a grown man. I don't want to be around Gilbert Arenas. When I took that meeting with Underdog Fantasy, the first thing they asked me is, do you want to work with Gilbert Arenas? The first thing I told them is no. So I don't understand what part of my consistent message don't you get. I don't know what part of my consistent message don't you get. Everybody else want me to say, just forget about it. And maybe this is his way of giving me my money back. But without atoning for what you said and did, I don't want it back. I'll go get it again. See, in his brain, he always wants to do something to people and then make money off some redemption story. He did this already with another former teammate. He disrespected this man to the utmost, did something to him, and then they get together and he do some story that Atan just told you. It's all exploitation. Atan don't like it. I don't like it. You won't play hero with me, so you can save your charity case, save whatever. If you don't atone for what you did, if you don't want to be honest about what you did, then we don't got to do nothing. Just keep getting on the internet, yelling and lying, saying I went to jail, and eventually the truth will come out. You know it. Well, y'all talk about y'all manufactured careers because they give you the green light to shoot the ball from fucking half court. And anybody gets that sort of green light in the NBA is going to score numbers. That's why a guy like you get up and talk about numbers all day. You won't talk about wins. You want to talk about my NBA career. You won't talk about that we have the damn near the same NBA career, no wins. And I honestly played more games than you. But and all in all, you're supposed to play winning basketball. You never won. I never won. End of the story. The only reason why you're talking about your personal accolades because that's all you were about.
Going around Mr. Glasshouse calling somebody else a hypocrite. That's him. So now he's up late at night playing video games, doing all this stuff, talking about his ex-teammate late at night, critiquing the game that he used to play. Now he can't play. They didn't want him to play. They had just kicked him completely out. Like, we don't want you even around. And Antoine them got him back, said, no, let's get him back in good graces. We like him. And look where it got him. Look where it got him. So why he's embarrassing himself? I want people to understand what's actually transpiring here. man is lost. But he did it to himself. He got no one else to blame.
I said this. I had a line with Mr. Poland. I had a direct line with Mr. Poland. And I said to Mr. Poland, we're going to be disciplined. And look, Gilbert has his ways. And I always said this. I even drew this on the whiteboard in the locker room. I don't know if you remember this. I said, if you have a regular road, a highway, and you have a middle line that tells you which side to be on the middle of the road. I said, now, to go down the road, some of us walk this straight line down the road. Some of us wiggle a little bit out of the straight line. That's okay. But the road has a border on each side.
I remember
Once you go outside that border, that's when I get on you and there's going to be consequences. So I'll let you be yourself within this road where we're going, every individual. And so I don't know if you remember this. The one time Gilbert did about 2 or 3 things in a row that I said, okay, I got disciplined really good now. So I said, Gilbert, you're not starting tonight.
I remember that.
And he got all pissed off and sit by his locker. He was this and that. But it wasn't like he didn't play. He didn't start. So what's happening in karma is kind of real to me. I believe in karma. So I didn't wish, no one wishes anything bad. But Gilbert goes in the game, and that's the night he got his knee hurt. He went in there, he's blocking out with the kid from Charlotte that jumped real high. Crashed. Yeah, blocking him out unless he was coming in for a layup.
Joe Wallace.
Yeah. So he turned and blocked, face up, and the guy fell on his knee. And to me, it was like, it's a very unfortunate incident. But that was the downfall of his health problems. But he added on to that, instead of doing what the doctors told him to do.
Karma. That was karma catching up to Gilbert Arenas. Karma, my guy. Well, it's figuratively speaking, but you're once again still right back in these situations that people are not accustomed to being in. Oh yeah, we don't have a Patreon version of this, you know that, because I got a lot of stuff to get off my chest. But as you could hear Eddie saying these words.
Yeah.
This is the timeline for your knee to be 100% at this time. This is the stages you have to go through. Gilbert skipped like the first 4 stages and went right to running with a parachute on the track, playing basketball on asphalt in summer league games. So he skipped, what made him great made him bad, is what I used to say about players. He was great because of his arrogance and his ego and his confidence and his ability, So in the end, that hurt him because he thought he could do it on his own without the doctors, without following these rules. And his knee never got healthy.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's what happens to Gil's career. And I told him, you didn't rehab the right way. So you was doing what you wanted to do. The doctors told you what you needed to do. I know my body. I'm going to do it this way. And you never got your knee back right. You went in there overworking your knee, doing it your way, and you never, ever got it right. That was on you.
Right from the beginning.
Yeah, I remember that. No, and was that the game where he said, "I'm not going to shoot"?
No, he did that. He did that once. He did that in the Garden, and he shot in the 4th quarter. We won.
Right. But he didn't shoot the whole 3 quarters. Like he just didn't shoot the ball.
Right. Didn't shoot the whole 3 quarters. And I remember Gilbert said he didn't make the Olympic team, And he says, I'm giving 50 points to everybody involved with the Olympic team.
I remember
I'm
that.
going to score 50 against all you guys. Well, okay. So he goes to LA, and I think he gets 62 or 64 in LA.
Against Kobe, right?
Against Kobe. We win. We go to Phoenix, and Mike D'Antoni.
That's where he did the bow afterwards.
Oh, in LA.
Yeah, in LA. I remember that. Yeah.
And the next night, we go to Phoenix, and he scores 54. We beat them in overtime, Steve Nash and those guys, because D'Antoni was part of it.
Right.
And then we play, I can't remember who we played, maybe wherever Jared Jack was on, whatever team he was on at the time.
Okay.
Jared Jack, I don't know if it was Portland or Memphis, or I can't remember. But I don't know who was on that team that was affiliated with the Olympics.
Okay.
But that was a target team, as I say, a target team. So he only scored 9 points. And the media goes to Gilbert and says, why'd you only scored 9? What was the problem? He said, well, the coach emphasized defense all week. And I'm like, well, and so the media said to me in my media presser after the game, this is what Gilbert said, he didn't score 9 because of you emphasizing defense all week. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to even address that. Next question.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So a couple, 2 or 3 more questions.
Listen to this.
Back to me another way. Gilbert only scored 9 points. And I said, look, that's stupid, right? I just had enough. I said, that's stupid. The front office, you know what I'm talking about, wants us to concentrate and emphasize defense. So that's what we did. We emphasized defense for the last 3 or 4 days in practice. The emphasis was on defense. And so they go back and tell Ernie in the hallway what coach said that was stupid, what Gilbert said.
I remember that.
Ernie, instead of, look, Ernie was the one that says, we got to emphasize defense. Let's emphasize defense. Mr. Poland, we got to emphasize defense. Blah, 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 blah. So, okay, we will. So Ernie tells the press, well, and they said, what do you have to say about that, Ernie? Ernie says, well, defense, Gilbert scored a lot of points for us and will continue to score a lot of points for us. Instead of saying, well, yes, we want to emphasize defense. Coach is right, and coach did the right thing. Instead of supporting what his message was, he goes to Gilbert and says, well, Gilbert scored a lot of points for us and will continue to score a lot of points for us. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, but that's where we went with our conversation with media people. And I talked about the media's role in a lot of these issues that happens on teams.
Yeah, but there you have it, right? You hearing it firsthand. All of this dissension, everybody is centering Gil, but yet when he talked Kwame. Why? Why, Gil? Why do you keep doing that instead of dealing and facing the real reality? It's you. It's nobody else but you. It's always been you.
So your ass quit on us in the playoff. Don't talk about a nigga quitting in the practice. You quit in a playoff series where your team needed you.
Nope. You did. You messed up the team.
I'm taking money out my kid. Yeah, you took money out of your kid's pocket. When your ass told the coach, I don't want to start. In the Bulls series, this nigga said, I said, Chandler blocked me in game 1, so I didn't want to shoot that ball because I thought he was going to block you. That nigga was on the bench. How you going to block me on the bench? How you going to block you on the bench, Kwame? Pass, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Why you didn't shoot? Oh, Tyson Chandler was going to block it. He did it in game 1. He did it in game 1. The whole bench was looking at this nigga like, what? But that's the guy who wants to go at other NBA players and talk about them. Like he is considered a bust for a reason. But as soon as you start talking about his career, you don't want to talk about that no more. You want to dodge it? Oh, nice. That should have been an N1.
It's delusion of grandeur, man.
Nice.
Delusion of grandeur.
Montevideo. Don't spin. Oh, you gotta feel it. What? How you catch the ball in the purple and shoot a 3? That's the only thing I don't understand about some of the plays these guys do. Where they catch? Kwame, you bust and played 12 years in the NBA. Kwame was a #1 pick. He made a whole $63 million in 12 years. Now, we can all do this. We know math, right? Here, let's do math. 63 million divided. You're going to divide that by 12. He made $5.5 million per year. Okay? Now let's look up his rookie contract. Okay? Just want to be a smart ass. Let's do this. Kwame Brown, rookie contract. Now, a rookie contract is off of what you did in high school. So his rookie contract was a 3-year deal for $12 million. Now let's divide that. 12 divided by 3. Right, that's $4 million. That means as a rookie that has no stats, he averaged $4 million. For his career, $5 million. That means after his rookie year, the bitch was only worth $1 more million. What? Huh? You got a $1 million increase for 11 more years? You got paid whole dollars. Whole dollars. What are you talking about? He played 12 years because he was the cheapest thing moving. He was the cheapest. He was the cheapest center that you can get. Let me see Adamo Foyle's contract. Adamo Foyle was a center. He was a backup.
Now,
Adamo Foyle contract. He was a backup. He backed up the backup. He was like 4 spinners removed. He averaged 3 and 3, and he was making $8 million a year. 6 million, 8 million, 8 million, 7, 6. Come on, he made $63 million. Adamo Foyle. He was a backup. Kwame Brown, let's go Kwame Brown. This is so y'all can see why he lasted that long. Was it because of the sacks? Listen, he's so cheap. You can buy that nigga right now in your 24-hour fitness team, $1 million. Come on. And he made 25 from us. We signed him. We signed him for 25 and traded him to the Lakers.
We? Who the hell is we? You in the front office? Now, is this me or is this him? I'm not talking about him. He talking about him.
So after 25, look, after 25 plus the 12, right? That's $37 million. He signed $37 million worth of contract money by his 4th year. In 2010, he started. How many games did he start? And they don't want to use him years yet. He started. Hey, can somebody look? How many years did he start in 2010? Anybody look that up? And GM, the money is what your value is, what you're worth. That's why it's what you're worth, right? See, I know he had more impact. It showed. If they redo the draft right now, he started 50 games. He was a starter for 50 games. He made $1 million. Who was the owner of that team? Just so you can see how foolish he was. A 7-foot center made $1 million from Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan's starter. You're talking about being holed out.
Now, this is Gilbert Arenas. Now, he just told you what happened his rookie year when he came into the league, right? He just told you that. Now, remember, the rookie, they got rid of this in 2005 with the rookies coming in getting deals, right? Now, their salary is based on actual, not like what Gil said. I don't even know if he got to that part yet where he's talking about the rookie salaries are based on what you did in high school. I think he said that goofiness already. If it was based on what he did in high school or what a person did in high school, then Gilbert, how did you get drafted if they were going off your high school? But I think he meant to say what Kwame did in high school is the reason he was the #1 draft pick. So do you mean to tell me that no one in the collegiate level, which is higher than high school, they didn't do and perform well, right? College is supposed to be the best of the best, the next step, better than high school, right? So if you did something really exceptional in high school, you must, to be able to bypass college, you must definitely be ready for the league. Or they think you don't even need to go to college. You can go in right now. Now, there was a pre-draft camp, as Eton told you. He saw it firsthand. All of the other rookies came in there. He was clearly the #1 draft pick because he was the best at that time. They pay you based off your marketability and potential, Gilbert. Because if that's the case, how does Richard Jefferson go before you? He was the 4th option, and he got a deal before you. You were a 2nd-round pick and got a 2nd-round deal because of your stupidity. But you're walking around here like it was a genius plan to do the stupidity that you chose to do. That's just the mentality of the individual you're listening to, who blows money and thinks it's cool.
You caught to like your nits, like in the game, like you was one of the top.
My first All-Star, it was Larry's All-Star.
Yeah.
He broke his thumb that year. So once he broke his thumb, I had to take on that scoring, and me taking on that scoring pushed me into the All-Star. But it was Larry who was the All-Star guard.
Yeah.
So it was a bit that my first one would have been actually Larry and Antoine.
Yeah.
So we were sharing points. So between the two of us, we was averaging 40 points. Between the two of us, we was averaging 10 assists.
Yeah.
You know, and then same thing with rebounds. When Larry left and went to Cleveland, we brought in Antonio Daniels, who's not a scorer.
Yeah.
So basically, scoring position all by myself for the guard. And that's when it's like, well, since I'm coming downhill, I'm a 2 guard with the ball all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's where the confidence comes, because no one was coming at me. Back then, you know, it's like, okay, Mulberry's at the 18, 19, 20, you know, era there, you know, and he's averaging 9 assists, so Blues. So I hooked up with JetBlue, and then there were times from Los Angeles where you can pick that flight and it was free coming through. So basically, everybody from Los Angeles, they got on 1 or 2, 3 JetBlue flights and came, and then you had a free room. So
I'm in the game.
it was you remember when it was gifted,
Yeah.
but you still got to put in some work. So when people are like, Iverson didn't practice, listen, that was intent. Like, and then come out in the game, you get 30 something. We're not necessarily doubling the star. I did the Euro practicing all the steps of the Euro.
Yeah.
Never actually tried it in the game.
Yeah.
I used to spend the summer doing floaters. Never did a floater in the game. But it's in you. You done built. Remember, when he goes, he's stepping. Now I gotta, like, how many steps was that?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like one of those things that's, and he said, we can't do that.
Yeah.
We just got to look at it. So when he does it in steps, it's like, unless it was like, plays a lot.
But it's no mid range. It's either you shoot long threes or you laying the ball up. It's no mid range. I feel like the mid.
I see you do it when you do your Gilbert. I be like, man, wait a minute, like, so that kind of answers that
Yeah,
from
that
like.
Well, anyway, I was trying to find it for you, but it wasn't there. Now, I'm going to show you what happens when you keep talking about the draft, because the draft is where it went left. And I think I messed it up. That's why I think the decision came in place. I think that's my screw
I'm
up.
like, why you give those away? But like,
It was in the beginning.
I know,
Yeah.
you know, everybody muscles like that.
Yeah, nah, he's stronger than most.
Go, by the time I get to my 5th year, boy, I'll be like top 10.
so you was
My dad like, you sure? Like varsity or you like JV start? Like, no, he said varsity.
Get lunch.
Coach wasn't having that.
yeah, we had off campus lunch, so you know.
Yeah, so it was so the Valley School. So I was the first NBA player from the Valley.
You don't know this, but tell this.
Okay, so you gotta remember, it's the Valley. They ain't no athleticism here. So Northridge was the school that was going after me. So it's Northridge going after me, and the dude who was recruiting me said, if I go, I'm getting ready to go to Kansas State. So you're gonna be my first recruit. I was like, all right. So Kansas State come in, boom, boom, boom. Go there, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, we're gonna play you 1,000 minutes as a freshman. I don't know what the fuck that means, but whatever. Like, but that's where I'm going. And then DePaul came in.
Oh.
So DePaul came in, and he already hit me like, you're gonna be the starting point. We got Quentin Richardson, we got Steven Hunter, we got
Bobby Simmons.
we got Bobby Simmons. So our team is, nice.
Loaded.
We added you. That's all we need. We can do some damage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So my dad, because my dad and Pat Kennedy had some Florida ties. So it was like we did. So my dad's sister, his only sister, was going to DePaul too. So I had family going to DePaul. So right before my trip, his mother passed. So he had to cancel my trip to DePaul. So I never got to go visit. So instead of me going to DePaul that weekend, I called Arizona and said, I'll come. Like, I could just come early. They was, all right, come on through. So go there, Richard Jefferson, and we having fun. We had some like little scrimmage game, bust ass. bust that, like Michael Dickerson. For some reason, Michael Dickerson was there. All of them were there still, like training in the summer.
Yeah.
Right, that's the summer, like.
Right.
Yeah, so I was just training. Because I was wondering why, I never understood why he was there, because I thought he was a football player. I was like, damn.
Boy,
I was
nice, strong.
damn, you was a football, like, for a football player, you nice, bro.
I know when I first seen you up close was at Jordan Camp. Like you stood out like right away to
First
me.
of all,
Like
he was a fool.
yeah.
That's why he stood out before anything else.
Yeah,
This
that's
man was
true.
a fool. A stone cold. He was in there, man, whooping the little campers' asses.
Yeah. Make me look good. Right. So we go against them.
We was with Nike, so we didn't see.
That's
I
circle.
ain't go to ABCD or none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like we was always in the Peach Jam.
Playing against wings, so like, all these players is that man big as hell.
Coach Hill, I know you got something
So
spectacular.
you gotta remember this.
Coach Hill, I know you got something
So
spectacular.
you gotta remember this. 2001. So you already know it was popping. The Escalade. That Escalade. You know that Escalade.
310 motoring.
310.
Trick me out with the suede, with the TV, with the whole.
Hey.
Him, a special.
And like people look at Google.
6'8"
Here's a-
country.
And I was like,
He was there before.
No, he was there before you. And I was sitting there like, okay, I
we
can
started
see,
showing.
like, show the 1, 2, like you can see, like, when he's playing my backpack, all that fruit.
He dropped down just to let you know who Gilbert is, and I love my guy, but he's a little bit special. So
Here.
I was like, you know they picked Richard Jefferson, right? He was like, yeah, they just picked him. I was like, how did they pick Richard Jefferson? I'm the number 1 scorer on the team. I'm the best player on the team.
Yeah.
He is option 3, 4.
Yeah.
today we're going to
I'm not asleep. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out where is it going. I'm gonna skip past this because it seems like it's repeating or he's trying to find something.
heart rate gets up high enough. So Gilbert decides to do it in Chuck Taylor. Now everyone has to do it. Gilbert gets up there 30 seconds in. He's like, this is messing up my Chuck Taylors. I'm not doing it. And these guys that are running the performance thing are like, what are you talking about? He's like, you got to do this. And you're like, nah, I'm not going to do it. So again, red flag. Now, you already had a couple of red flags because Gilbert had some good situations with guns in college, but I digress. This is what he was doing. So they look at him and just be like, okay, whatever. They're reporting to all 30 NBA teams. Now, fast forward the next day. You want to know how Gilbert followed that beautiful moment up? So there's a big symposium. Every pre-draft player's there, teams are there. There's, people kind of talking to us about what do you want to accomplish in this league and the opportunities. And, the microphone gets to Gilbert after talking to a couple different players. And Gilbert, they're like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to be a pimp. Now, all of us giggle and laugh because we're 19 years old. This guy doesn't know who Gilbert is and how crazy he is. So he's like, excuse me, sir, what did you say? Gilbert doubles down. He's like, I want to be an international pimp. This man lit into Gilbert in a way I still have not seen. If you think objectifying women, if you're talking about using this league, the bubble just goes off, as he should, because that's inappropriate. No big deal. Sorry, ladies. He's an idiot. So that happened. So all of these things are the reason why Gilbert just kept dropping, because he's an idiot. So the process why he dropped down, just let you know who Gilbert is, and I love my guy, but he's a little bit special. So
Richard Jefferson is saying he dropped down because he's an idiot. I love my guy, but he's a little bit special. So is Richard Jefferson hating on him too? Since everybody hating, is Richard Jefferson jealous of him too? That's all I want to know. Is Richard Jefferson hating too? He literally just said everything I said in the nutshell. Gil keeps dropping down because he's an idiot. And he keeps dropping further. He don't understand why he dropped down. And that, that just further show that Gil's a little bit special. But he's still my guy. I love my guy, but he's a little bit special. This is what his guy went to Arizona with him is saying. But the only way he frames everything I say about him is that I'm hating on him. Even though the people that played with him and that's around him, they all say the same shit I'm saying.
Before you start talking about, oh, these guys got drafted. Gilbert, how many points did you score in the national championship game? And for extra credit, do you want to tell everybody what you were doing the night before the national championship game, the biggest game of the game? And for extra.
So in the big game, Richard Jefferson showed up. Gilbert disappeared like a weenie dog. 17 points to get 10 shots. This is when Gilbert Arenas learned to volume shoot. As long as I get stats, he shot the ball 17 times, 4 for 17 in the big game. Richard Jefferson, 7 for 13, 19 points.
Extra credit, do you want to tell everybody what you were doing the night before the national championship game, the biggest game of our lives? And looking back, it was the biggest game you ever played in. You want to tell anybody? No? Okay, we'll just keep talking about how I was the fourth option. And look, I was the fourth option.
Former net Randy Foy will be
The fourth option on the team
You know to pick Richard.
was picked over you. He went in the first round because you choked in the championship game. You were 2 for 17. He had 19 points, showed out in the championship game. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You failed because you did all of that in pre-camp. So again, when you said those key words about that's what they determine your salary to be, is based on what you did in high school or what you did in college. No, Gil. It was about what you did. It's all of it. They said, this guy's an idiot. That information went back to all the 30 teams. You want to be an international pimp. And they said, well, yeah, this guy's not serious. This guy's a clown.
He probably was just trying to outscore Jay Will because he probably damn sure wasn't going to try to guard him. So he probably was just trying to outscore Jay Will. And Jay Will obviously won that. And then Gil probably was partying the night before. Excuse me. You know all the drinking that he talks about? Well, it's alleged that Gil was turning up. It's all alleged. I don't know. It's alleged that Gil was turning up, partying, and drinking with some ladies before this game. That's what it all is. And I think that's what Richard Jefferson was alluding to. This is all alleged. I wasn't there. But for the guy who's talking about somebody else drinking, there's a lot of alleged drinking attached to this guy. Just saying, Gil, what did you do before the college game? Why did you go 4 for 17? And why did you keep shooting? Why couldn't you impact the game in order to win in another way? See, it's not about winning with Gilbert. And it's about hero basketball. He was probably so busy trying to be the leading scorer to meet these mile markers that the pressure of the game was too much for him. Gilbert Arenas doesn't do well in big games. He might could tell you about the 6 he scored on Kobe. He has some great regular games. But in big games, I think the pressure is too much for him.
Hobbs. Yeah, Hobbs, but he was the fourth option on the team. And Gilbert Arenas was supposed to go in the first round. That's why he spent up all that money, right? And he wanted to talk about contracts and what Kwame got compared to what he got, and it was based on potential. So did you get drafted because of your potential? It was based on what you did? Well, Well, let's see. Your rookie deal, your average salary was $400,000. So you had 2 years, 845,000, right? After taxes and everything, you barely had. You done blew 200,000 already in buying junk. You just said it. Yeah, so the average salary is 422, 626 for 2 years, right? So what happened is for old Gilly Boy, he had in 2003, they went and gave him the extension. Contacts, look, boom, right? It was ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. But his rookie deal, right? That was his rookie contract, it's 2 years. I don't know where he get this 3-year rookie contract from. You can't even get a rookie contract for that. Now, if you have a 4-year deal, rookie scale contracts, up to 4 years, I don't even think they do that anymore. But the first 2 years are fully guaranteed. The third and fourth are normally team options if they do that. Mostly they just have a 2-year deal. Now, unless you're a superstar player, maybe you can get that third and fourth. But if they have an extension that's not reached by the 4th year, then they can get you what they call the qualifying offer, where they make you a restricted free agent. Now, right, they look at the scale on the collective bargaining agreement. So you go through the CBA and do that. Your draft position determines your salary range for your contracts. So they pretty much look at all of these factors as far as salary percentages and negotiations. Where you go in the draft actually matters, Gil. You know that. So it ain't about how great you was in college. It's where they decide to draft your ass. Yep. So let's get back to Dum Dum. Because Dum Dum was in the middle of something, and I didn't want to stop his run. Sometimes you got to let a Dum Dum be a Dum Dum. Let him keep talking. See, when you talk so much, you'll end up exposing yourself.
You're talking about being old out. Michael Jordan paid us at $1 million at the start of it.
Now he's saying ouchie. Oh, now you're trying to be Kwame Brown.
Eddie Jordan, yeah, Eddie Curry didn't play majority of his years and made more money than Kwame. Somebody was paying that alcoholic, and he was an alcoholic. Yeah, he can say whatever. For 36 minutes, he was an alcoholic. That's why he didn't get the money he wanted. That's why nobody invested many years into him, because he drunk himself to sleep.
Now, he drunk himself to sleep, but according to you, you was the one drinking and partying all night. You was having parties at the house, partying here and there. So how is he an alcoholic and you weren't? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. But you're dealing with the behavior. You're dealing with behavior of a clown. Now, all of a sudden, Kwame's a drunk. Has he ever been arrested for a DUI? Where's his DUI arrest? Where was he drunk and somewhere fighting or doing something drunk? Right? Matt Barnes was drunk and doing stuff all the time. They never hold Matt in those regards. You know, yo, buddy, all you did was drink. Every time you party, hanging out late at night, doing weirdo activities. And I mean weirdo activities. Yeah, I know. That ain't nothing.
You ask anybody he played with. You know about that thing. You might not know the play, but you know about that bottle.
This little sensitive guy just wrote a post about false narratives and then said I got arrested in DUI for DUI in Washington in 2003. Somebody go pull that up and you'll see Robert Schultz is another sensitive liar who probably is invested in this some sort of way, because I don't know why he can't just listen to the story and shut his goddamn mouth. But apparently he can't. So y'all go try to find that arrest in 2003 in Washington, D.C., and you won't find it.
You know about that bottle. I can tell you that for sure. Great. Yeah, call it. Let's go. Kwame rookie high was 19. Ronnie's was 17. Oh, God damn. Ooh, I like the idea. That would have been spectacular. Dominating sports, man. YouTubers, if you haven't followed me on please, get it simply and you log you off with it. That's fine. Okay, young fella. Hey, Ryan Hollins, I know your name now. Bonnie. And you might like, you hit that like button. Get to the hotel, and I'm not gonna lie, there was like a Viper, Ferrari, Lambo, Dr. 51. I don't know what about that.
Now, I want you to listen to this. This is a very interesting part. Gilbert Arenas is going to talk about, we just showed you his rookie contract, right? Let me show you something. Where is it? It's somewhere on here. Yeah, remember that rookie contract he had? That when he had with Golden State in his rookie deal, the 2-year deal. So when it was time for him to re-sign, Golden State was trying to keep him in Golden State. But I want you to listen to Gil tell the story.
I would say that I wanted to go to one of these games. Lions, yeah. Seahawks. Wait, hold on, man. I thought we was Falcons. Maybe it was an Eagles game. I don't know.
It says, oh, I knew that would work. It says Brunswick. It says, my apologies. It was in Brunswick. And Kwame Blue, a .147, also charged with open container. But Robert, this is what you don't do. You don't understand that my attorney that I use, he wrote William Bubba Head. He wrote the book on DUIs in the state of Georgia. And when William Bubba Head went down to Brunswick, Georgia, and realized that the sweet detectives in Brunswick, Georgia was calibrating their own machines and they wasn't hiring a technician to do it, guess what happened there, Robert? My case was dismissed. In about the last 2 years worth of DUI arrests, since the last time that machine was serviced by an actual technician, which was 2 years prior, everybody who knew about it got released from jail for their DUI convictions, and it was overturned. So yeah, once again, Robert, I'm like a trailblazer. When you do something wrong to me, when you lie on me, the truth usually comes out, Robert. And I was vindicated in that story as well, Robert. So yeah, go look up that case in Georgia and go look up the aftermath. Don't just look at an arrest, Robert. Anybody can be arrested for something. You remember, white guy, innocent till proven guilty? Isn't that what you swore Constitution about? So you're talking about arrest. You're not going to do the follow-up and see the fact that because of Kwame and William Bubba Head, look that name up too, William Bubba Head. He wrote the book on DUI. And he went down to Brunswick, Georgia, and realized there was a lot of things being done wrong. And that case was dismissed. And a lot of other cases were dismissed. So thank you, Robert, for the opportunity to prove once again, I'm a hell of a motherfucker, Robert.
Do I have any funny telephone stories? Nah, like I never really got to like kick it with Bass. We were going to Adidas together, but we didn't get that really.
Now, Robert, once you go look up that story, Robert, and you look up William Bubba Head represented me in that situation, and you go look up everything I said was right. William Bubba Head is the attorney in Georgia. You know, once you go look all that up, Robert, I want you to come back up here and apologize. Because just because somebody says something because they don't like someone, don't make it true. Just because someone say a bunch of bullshit and look up a bunch of stories about a person because they're a celebrity, you got to look up the aftermath, Robert. Do your due diligence, Robert. Do your real due diligence. Okay? Don't just come up here reading articles and telling me as if you know a person. Do your due diligence, Robert. Okay? If you don't do that, you'll never know. KB, I'm not sure if you ignored my IG message or if you just didn't see them, but have a blessed day. What IG message you sent me? I gotta learn how to work IG better. It's 3-4 categories. All I'm getting is all the crazy stuff. No, Robert, you haven't looked it up? It's called public records, but you were saying it because you wanted to speak towards my character, correct? You wanted to prove that I did something wrong. So you gotta do a deep dive on the story, Robert. Or are you just reading just public records? Were you just doing it for the sake of reading? Because you could read anything. You could read anything. Why would you read that, Robert? You read that in order to think that you were going to take away from me, Robert. But now that you are proven wrong, now that I'm asking you to do a little more research, Robert, and that you'll see that DUI arrest was thrown out because Brunswick, Georgia was using a sheriff's deputy, somebody who was local, who wasn't trained to calibrate that machine. There was no video, no audio of the arrest, but there was a lot of statements made. There was 15 carloads of police, no video cameras, no dash cameras, no nothing, Robert. So I want you to do your due diligence before you start talking about a person that you don't know. Because we're strangers, Robert, and you spoke about lawsuits and you're just reading things. But then when I ask you to go read some more things and go look at the outcome of the case, Robert, now you want to tuck tail and run. Don't tuck tail and run. Just say that you like Gilbert, and that's fine with me. But you almost tried to sound like you were trying to take away from me. But if you're going to try to take away from me, Robert, that would be disrespectful. But if you're just reading stories, it's okay to read a story. Read the rest of the story. Don't stop reading when you get proven wrong.
We met together. And, like I got to meet him more after, after the careers were coming to an end. Oh, Shady said, hey, listen, I'm gonna just be honest, man. But that Golden State deal was crazy. I don't know if anybody ever heard, if everybody heard it, but after my second year, when I was going through free agency, Golden State couldn't pay me, what everybody else was offering. So I met with Denver, had a meeting with Denver. They offered me $51 million. Had the dinner with Clippers. Clippers offered me $55 million. Then I met with Washington, A. Poland. He told me, like, we don't have a face in Washington right now. They had football, they had Clint Portis there. But, he was saying, the city don't have a face. We just lost Michael Jordan. We need a star. You can be it. Smile, charisma, everything. Well, he said we have about 57 million, 55 million right now. But whatever it is, the cap is going to go up. Brian Russell's going to retire or go to the Lakers and opt out. So whatever it is, 52, 65, 70, it's all yours. So, okay, cool. So the last one was Golden State. So I was a big T.O. fan when I was there. He was playing for San Francisco. So they flew me and my father private, and T.O. is in the private jet with us. So, he's basically telling us, about San Francisco,
And Tracy say, why you being so nice to Robert? Because Robert apologized. Robert apologized. Let's see. Kwame, do you have an excuse for everything bad that transpired in your life? That's an excuse. But now, see, Robert, that's when I get to calling you a dumb son bitch, Robert. That's what makes me know you a dumb son bitch. You made a statement about an arrest in D.C. You were wrong about that. So telling you that it wasn't there, now you apologize, but now you're going to call it an excuse. Then you go down and you find said arrest in Brunswick, Georgia. And then when you can go look it up, these are factual things that I said. And then you call it an excuse because you too far up your own ass to come off the things that you think you know about a stranger. That's when you become a dumb son bitch. I'm a stranger to you, Robert, and you should not be that invested in a stranger that you want to make things that you just read about somebody that you don't know to the point now where your big, long Paul Bunyan beard, dumb looking ass is saying that I'm making excuses when I just told a factual statement. So you're a white man and you got a big Paul Bunyan beard and you're supposed to be smart. You got a 500-year head start. So when does an excuse stop and the truth start, you stupid son bitch? If I state a true statement, that's not an excuse, you idiot. But maybe you didn't know that. Maybe you one of them poor white trash boys because you don't seem like the educated type. Let me profile you. You got a big dumb beard. Maybe you're a stupid hick that don't know nothing. Maybe that's it. Maybe I thought I was talking to one of the smart white boys, but I'm talking to a dumbass Duck Dynasty, stupid looking son bitch. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But don't ever say that I'm making an excuse for telling the truth. You got caught in your own bullshit game that you was playing with a grown man, and now you don't like the results of it. And the true facts of the situation is that you can look up everything I said, you jackass, and there's no excuse in that.
So now that I'm getting that new money, where I should live and move, Oakland Hills, Walnut Creek, or even move to San Francisco. So he flew there with us. Him and my dad are best friends to this day because of that trip. Then we get to the hotel, and I'm not gonna lie, there was like a Viper, Ferrari, Lambo outside, and that was the first thing I see. Like, man, niggas out here balling, like, woo! So we go to the penthouse, to meet the general manager, owner, and start having that conversation. And in the middle of the conversation, they was like, yeah, we can't pay you what you're worth now, but look, we can pay you 1 year, $49 million. Then we'll have a wink, a 7-year, $79 million deal already signed. in the safe. So kind of like the Joe Smith deal. So I already had the deal signed. They keep a copy. I keep a copy. So I was like, okay, cool. And then he says, also with the 1 year deal, we're gonna give you the 4.9, and we're gonna give you. Did you see those cars downstairs? I said, yeah, those nice cars. He said those would be thrown in too. Now I can tell you this. After he told me those cars would have been part of the deal, I didn't hear anything else. Okay, I didn't hear nothing. I don't know what else they talked about. All I was thinking about was the cars they had downstairs and which days I was going to drive those in. Right? Like I already knew I was stunting on my teammates. Right? There was only one teammate that really had cars like that. That was Chris Mills. He always had like Lamborghinis out there. So they had one down there. I think it was a Viper. Yeah, Viper, Ferrari. The Viper. What is the Viper called? Is it what is it about? Viper is the. What is the name of the Viper? It was supercars. No, not Dodge. No, okay, it wasn't a Dodge Viper. Okay, so you have what was a nice car in 2002, 2001? A Corvette. Yes, Corvette. So there's a Corvette Viper. Not Dodge Viper. It was a Corvette. So they had the Corvette down there, and that's really all I thought about. I was throwing it all the way back. And they 34 points. You're 10 points off. You got to it. I was sharing the goals and all. So you have an A minus. You gotta have like a B. B minus because you're not playing no defense. You had an assist and everything. Well, I had one assist from that one person. I have 0 assists. I don't even do this all that low. I didn't play back here. Okay. Yeah, it was a Corvette. Yeah, it was a. But it was just crazy because.
Oh, Robert can't let go, guys. His feelings is hurt. Robert's feelings is hurt. I just made a new hater. Robert, you keep this up. You're gonna compete for the biggest diabolical hater of the year. Keep this up, Robert. I'm glad I got you your Keisha. I'm glad your feelings hurt. You thought you was talking to a celebrity and you talking to a man. Don't you ever make accusations again on a man, Robert. You can read public information, and now that I got your name, I'm gonna stick it into the app. See what I can find out about you. Now I'm interested in you, Robert. I'm interested in what you do now. And anything that you've ever done, I might just read up on it and report it, Robert. So thank you for that. But either way it go, Robert, when you make a statement about a person and they rebuttal your statement with factual evidence that you can go look up, don't call that an excuse. Don't cop out then. Don't run. We was having a conversation. You can hit the link too. Don't cop out. Don't run. I'll drop the link. You made a statement, Robert, about a man you don't know. And you tried to validate someone's story about drinking. When the man said there was no DUI arrest, none of that, you tried to validate that story. Now hit the link, Robert. Now, Robert, here's where you done met a crossroad. You've been talking a lot in the chat, Robert. And after a man talks a lot in the chat, I like to see if he's a man or a weenie dog. And then I drop the link. And this is where we separate the men from the boys, Robert. Now I'm going to know if you're a weenie dog or not. The link is in the chat, Robert. I'll give you a second.
Because, I was doing the math. I was like, I get these cards right now. I get the 4.9, and then I get the 7-year, $79 million deal. And then, Otis, after he left, he's like, what do you think? I said, deal. And then he was like, I told y'all he wasn't listening. And then, once my agent broke it all down, he said, listen, 4.9 here, you have it. Then 79, let's do the math. He said, right now you have offer from Washington at 6 years, 65. He said, first year, you're starting with $9 million on this deal. Golden State, 4.9. Then there's like 9.9 the second year. Then you get into this new deal. That new deal starts with 7. He said, by the time this deal matches up, you'll already be out of this deal in Washington, signing a max deal.
Now, he needed his agent to break that down to him because he was not listening. And all he was thinking about was cars. They were selling him because they knew their client. They knew the type of person he was. He was reckless with money, spending. He was living off of them for the 2 years. He was staying there and living in the place. He didn't have a place to stay. He was living in the damn stadium until they gave him a place that he could rent to go stay at. He had to sleep inside the arena because he mismanaged the damn funds. So
you lose a lot of money signing this Golden State deal. And I was like, well, what about the card? He said,
but what about the cars? This man just told him, dude, you got millions of dollars and this and this and this. This fool is worried about.
Oh, Robert, you made an excuse. You don't know me, Robert. We've never had a conversation. You're going to get out of it by crying and running scared? Not the guy who just said, Kwame, do you have an excuse for everything? Not to come out and make an excuse with a man that he's never talked to. Now, Robert, we don't allow people to do that over here. You sounded like a big man in the chat. Now, here's what we're going to do, Robert. Robert, what we do is we give a man an opportunity to talk because we don't like all that chatter in the chat. Anybody can be a big man from the chat. So, Robert, we're going to give you a 10-second countdown. And if you no longer hit the link, then you no longer get to participate, Robert. We throw you out of here. We look at you as scum. We look at you as scared. We look at you as a coward. We look at you as a poser. We look at you as a weenie dog. We look at you as a man that likes to just chat. We call you a chat warrior. So we'll let you chat from the sideline. Like you won't be in this chat. So you got 10 seconds or bye-bye, weenie dog. Holla, Robert. Your 10 seconds is up.
About some damn cars.
4.9 and 9 million. You can buy the same fucking cars if you want. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. But it just sounded better free.
It sounded better free. No, that wasn't the case. They knew how to pitch you with flash. They were pitching you with flash. This man tried to call everybody else a dumb boy, but yet and still, you see how he do it. You see how they was coming up with it. No, he had no place to go. He had to sleep in the gym. He wasn't because he was working out so much. No, he didn't have any money. And then they said, look, man, we got to put you in the housing. Because he had spent up all of his rookie money. Because he thought.
Who is this Enda Dilbert dude? Was you the guy that's in the chat that's pretending to be a white guy and you're actually black? So this guy, Robert, I dropped the link and some guy named Enda Dilbert. This is not Robert. Wanted Robert to hit the link. Robert scared, we good.
He was going in the first round. So before he was even drafted, he'd had already spent $200,000. Then when he went in the second round, he couldn't believe it. But this, look, and what did he say? I just wanted to stun on everybody stun on my teammates. Didn't Kwame tell you that? That this guy want to go ahead and buy stuff and compete with everybody? He wanted to get a chain because he saw Gary Payton had one. He wanted to get that chain that somebody else had. He the kind of guy that sees somebody with something and he want the same damn thing. I seen somebody with something and I was like, damn. That was it. Yeah, that was it, man. I was like, what more do you expect from an individual like that? Well, Ocho just cheap. He's always been that way. He way beyond frugal. So they had a lot of things they had to get put in perspective. So when they saying, hey, you know, we got to go check out, you know, all of this stuff, and we had this, we got this done for you, we need that done for you. Everybody who was making all these big plans for everybody, they didn't have any clue of what they was doing. They was just putting it all in play because it sounded better. Oh, that sound like the right play. Oh, that sound like the perfect thing for you. But what did you learn actually from Gil? Nothing. He showed you everything about his playing days. He should not even talk. Everything that comes out of his mouth sounds dumb. He thinks it makes him sound smart. And everybody's just really baffled. Like, why are you even saying this? This makes you look ridiculous.
It sounded better for you. So basically, the deal was 6 years, 65 from Washington. Golden State was 8 year, 84 was the deal.
6 years, 6.
What do you want, King Hoover? What do we want? Are we doing this again today? Are we doing this again today? Cat got your tongue. You're on mute. All right, I'm gonna play the video. I think he's scared to talk, guys.
65 million, right? That's what he said. A 6-year deal for 65 million. Now, that's what he said out of his mouth. But what was the real deal?
Did you get your mic fixed, King Meech, King Who, or whatever you want to call yourself? Robert, your device is not connected.
We good?
Yeah, you up here. Okay, so the guy just changed it from this the same black dude that was just up here talking about. So the Robert guy is a black guy. Okay. He changed his name to Robert. This is the same guy that was up here. That's not
Yeah,
fooling me.
we don't like rock, but that's in the past, man. Yo, let me holler at you, man. New information. Let's see what's up. You trying to chop it up?
I can barely hear you.
What's up? Can y'all hear me? Let's see if the chat can hear me.
They hear you now. You talking up.
All right, Kwame, more lies. So again, man, I've been here for a little minute. So now that I got my time, we could always address some lies. You lied about your contract being signed after Tyson Chandler, my guy. You got to tell the chat why you did that.
I don't got to tell the chat jack shit.
You did admit that you was a hypocrite, and that's understandable.
So you're not a hypocrite?
Yeah, we all are.
Okay, so what are you talking about? Are you one of the listen? Are you one of these fake ass niggas that come up here and try to play smart, talk all in a monotone voice when you're really a dummy? Let me ask you something.
I am smart.
Let me ask you something. What do you do for a living? Be honest. What do you do for a living?
I do what you do for a living.
So you play basketball?
You don't play basketball.
I still do play basketball. I get paid to train kids and all that. So do you get paid to do that?
You don't train your own.
So you didn't even know that. Hold on. How the fuck you gonna tell me what I do?
How
you gonna tell me what I do, idiot? Get off my stage. See, that's what I'm talking about. Niggas can't have a real conversation. You say you do what I do and you don't know what the fuck I do. So get off my stage, dummy. That's what I be talking about. Y'all be some clowns. Y'all can't have regular conversations. I ask you what you do. You only want to come up here talking all fast and trying to interview somebody. Bitch ass nigga, you not no reporter. I want to ask you a question. Let me see if it's even worthy enough to talk to you. Can you afford your own rent or do you stay with your mama? Not wasting my time talking to no nigga like you. Are you crazy? I gave you permission to come up here and ask me all those weirdo questions yesterday. You think you was gonna do that again? I'm gonna ask you some questions.
That might have been the offer, but that ain't what he signed for. So he said 6 years, 65 million, right? All right. Let's do it. All right. 5 year. The contract terms was for 5 year, $51,216. Shall I repeat that? He signed a 5 year, $51,216 million. $216,000. The average base salary was $10 million too, right? He was a free agent in 2008. So his deal was 5 years, $51 million, right? So 10-2 a season. That's what you get. With the Golden State deal, you would have came out less and been playing for nothing. They knew you was a fool. They knew they could take control of you. Well, yeah. When people coming up, they start coming up and they start getting into the game and doing what it is that they're doing, right? They always got this situation about themselves, right? That they feel like they're untouchable. Anything they want to do, they could do, and can't nobody tell them nothing. That's why people don't do that.
Who is this fake Robert, man? Fake Robert, you on the show.
Hey, what's good, Kwame?
What's going on, fake Robert? What's up?
Wait, why you calling me fake, bro?
Because you ain't the real Robert that was in the chat.
Nah, I'm Robert Downey Jr.
The Robert that was in the chat was a white boy with a beard. You a black dude with glasses. So Robert left. Yeah, you mean to tell me you're not white? Yeah, man. Robert, you lying, man. That ain't you, man. It's crazy, man. These people crazy on here, man. This is the fake Robert. He put his name to Robert. Back to the show.
Yeah, so sometimes people overreact and bad things happen. Now, I remember it was an NBA's basketball player's birthday party, right? And was this person that played with Gil? But anyway, the party is going on. They in DC. They on the road. They in DC. And why they throwing the party? Everybody living it up. Everybody getting down, right? This man's homeboy decides to go check. This couple is having a fight at the party. It's this NBA's players' party, but they still got regular people in this place too. Like it ain't just closed off to friends and family. So you got this regular person that shows up in here, and now y'all want to fight. Like they want to fight. His homeboy go over there and check him. Hey, break up the fight. Hey, you don't disrespect him. It's his birthday. That's my guy. He the superstar, man. He the man. yeah. And his homeboy come over there like, yo, what's up? And then he go over there and shake him and man, they violating you in your place, disrespected. And the dude looking like, who is you? So they was like, oh, so he rolling thick. It's my city. So what do? As soon as they leave the club, they shoot at their damn car. Right? And they shooting at the star player. They ain't shooting at the friend. They shooting at the star player. It was his party. His homeboy got, indignant, and dude felt disrespected. You see how that go? Now you see how this works. You give respect to get it. And somebody like Gil, with his mentality, gets people around him hurt. Everybody either dead or go to jail. Messing with this guy. He leads people right off the damn cliff like he Wile E. Coyote. Everybody's been there to clean up his messes. What happens when there's nobody that left to clean up your messes? And you got to clean it up yourself. Then what? So don't forget to go to Kwame Brown's page and hear what Kwame had to say about it. I deliberately didn't want to play what Kwame said because of the simple fact I want you to hear directly from him. Go over there and check out what Kwame Brown had to say in response to all of this. And then you can go to my Patreon and then I could let loose. I just gave y'all the broad strokes. So I can go over there and let loose. So on my Patreons, and y'all already here, you know what's going to happen next. You know what's going to go down next. All right. So we out.
All right, hold on, y'all. We got somebody else saying he Robert in the background. Let me put an overlay up. Oh boy. Still driving, huh, Robert?
Hey, what's up, Kwame?
Oh man, I ain't got time for all these Roberts. Come on, Robert. You got the same voice. How you gonna use the same damn voice as Robert? As the last Robert. Jesus, these Roberts are weird. Hey, listen, man, they caught that one-eyed tadpole, man. It had the boy running all through the hotel. Hey, man, that's a sad life to be living, though. That's a sad life to be living, baby. Charleston, man, what the hell going on, man? Y'all don't do this old nigga like this, man. Don't have this man running like this, man. God, dog, this ain't no life to live. Hey, that celebrity stuff is messed up, ain't it, Charlie boy? They be chasing you celebrities. I'm glad I'm not no celebrity. Thank the Lord. Please, Lord, don't never let me be a celebrity again. I don't want to be no celebrity. Hold on, y'all. This is from Word on the Street. Fair use, fair use. We got somebody just running through the streets. We want to check it out.
Boy Charlie White, man. My boy Charlie White. Keep up with me. Don't touch me. Why you touching me, bud? It's my boy. Charlie White, man. Turn me up, Charlie White. Come on, Charlie White, man. I love you, baby. You the GOAT, Charlie White, baby. You the GOAT, Charlie White. Charlie White, the GOAT. I love you, man. I love you, Charlie White. Charlie White, we love you, man. We love you. He the GOAT, y'all. Charlie White, the GOAT, baby. All right, my bad.
That nigga ran behind the corner. Help, somebody help. Weedy dog. Somebody should hit me in the mouth. Somebody should run up on me. I'm ready to kill and die by what I say on the internet. Help, somebody help. It wasn't no women to hide behind, wasn't no mops. Oh man, this is hilarious. Oh, come on, man. They only wanted an autograph, dog. Why you running behind the counters and shit? Come on, dog. A man that can't be amongst the people, man. this is the black hero celebrity. Help! Somebody help! Ain't nobody coming to help you, nigga. Ain't you say these the babies of Hennessy and all that? Don't you say he's the most demoralized people? Don't you know in today's society when we see something happen, we just pull out our phone. We don't help. You on your own, big mouth. But it's so funny to hear you hollering like this. Let's hear it again.
Charlie White, man, turn me up, Charlie White. Come on, Charlie White, man. I love you, baby. You the GOAT, Charlie White, baby. You the GOAT, Charlie White. Charlie White, the GOAT. I love you, man. I love you, Charlie White. Charlie White, we love you, man. We love you.
Hey, then it's a funny ass skit. I like it. Then I'm gonna give it a view. This is a hilarious skit. Thank you, Charlie boy. This is a hilarious skit.
He the GOAT, y'all. Charlie White, the GOAT, man. All right, my bad. We love you, Charlie. We from Memphis. We love you, bro. Boy, Charlie White, man. My boy, Charlie White. He fuck with me. Don't touch me. You ain't touching me, bud. It's my boy. Charlie White, man, turn me up, Charlie White. Come on, Charlie White, man, I love you, baby. You the GOAT, Charlie White, baby. You the GOAT, Charlie White. Charlie White, the GOAT. I love you, man. I love you, Charlie White. Charlie White, we love you, man. We love you. He the GOAT, y'all. Charlie White, the GOAT, man. All right, my bad. We love you, Charlie. We from Memphis. We love you, bro.
They say they done sent a whole bunch of kids down out of Memphis to the Texas Juvenile Detention Center. I can't name the facility. And they said they got a boy out of Memphis, about 6'2". He's 15 years old, about to be charged.
Now, if it was a skit, it's funny. And if it's not a skit, I don't think they should be chasing him like that. I don't think they should chase him, though. I don't think it's cool. It's just funny because all the shit he talk. And you never know if it's a skit or not. It could be a play. So I look at everything he doing as a play. So it's a funny skit, in my opinion. Everything else been fake. So I don't think this is real. If this is real, then that's not cool. But if this is a skit like everything else he's been doing, then this is funny. Shit.
Say them young niggas in Memphis killing like a mother. So they got the young boy down here from Memphis. They say the boy about 6'2", 100 and some, 180 pound big boy at 15. And they say this young is checking everything at the door. They say this young nigga got everybody scared. He got the young boys scared. They say if you coming there with anything pretty, little Memphis got it. I don't know who this little boy is. They say they say this young nigga out of Memphis. Say they ain't never seen nothing like it. Now, we think that, I ain't saying my Texas babies is weak. I ain't saying that at all. But whoever this little nigga is out of Memphis, they say this young nigga is checking everything at the door. And he portraying real good. They say he portrayed real good. Acting as a killer. And he done killed now. Now, he ain't not for murder. So I'm sitting up thinking, goddammit, boy, that's one of them little poo shiesty mother. So what I say, my kind of nigga. So I'm finna go see the nigga. I ain't gonna see him today, so they going to go talk to the courts and the chief of the Juvenile Detention Center. So I go holler at the young nigga, right? But listen.
Nah, but if that's a skit, I think it's a funny skit. Yeah, I think that's a funny skit. But this dude keep being in the background. But listen, man, that's it, man. I gotta go. That's my time, man. I appreciate y'all up in this thing. I gotta jump up out of here. I see some people wearing a robe and putting my background as their background. It's just like, it's weird, man. People copy everything I do. He copy everything I do. His boss copy everything I do. I seen a nigga driving a minivan. Like, man, he's some minivan driving ass nigga. I can't argue with niggas that's on in minivans and shit. Yeah, I can't argue with niggas that's that do this bullshit. These minivan niggas. Minivan driving ass nigga. But niggas wearing outfits. Like all these niggas, all of them went out and bought Versace robes for some reason. I ain't saying this because I got one, but all of these niggas go out and get Versace robes for some reason. And now, you know, Kev shit look like it come from Sheen. Kev Versace goddamn shit look like it come from Sheen. This other nigga shit look like it come from Slauson Swap Meet. And nigga standing in front of my steps. Like, it's crazy, man. These niggas want to be me so bad. But they'll get up there and say I want to be them. They want to be me so bad. You know, these niggas claim to be rich. They claim to be everything I'm not. But they keep me, you know, they keep, you know, just stalking a nigga. I don't get it. But it's all good though. But hey, man, y'all have a blessed day. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.